Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, man. Off to a scuff already. Lovely. Hello, all. Hello, Dichotomy. Hello, Grenade.
Yes, hi, Dichotomy. I'm waving with the mouse even though you can't see. You can't hear.
I think it's earless as standard.
Yes, it is earless.
Hi, Amazing. Congrats on passing your
Yes,
driving test.
It is Sten. Look at him down there. Where is he? Where's my mouse compared to
Yes.
this thing? There he is. Hello.
Look at him.
Boop, 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 boop.
So cute.
Perfect. All right, my tea
Yes.
is beeping, so Mars, entertain the masses.
Oh, she leaves me so early to entertain. This is not fair, guys. I think I should demand more compensation. What do you think? Well, Grenade, I can't speak for the two aces. Oh, Ori's really quiet. That might be a thing on her end that she needs to play with. Do I sound quiet, Mason? Because then that might be an OBS issue, and we will have to wait for Ori to get back to fix that. So, Grenade, I cannot speak for the two aces since Ori just left, but I will say one of the aces is doing pretty well. All I did was watch anime today and kill lanternflies, so that was pretty nice. Oh my god. I have basically become the lanternfly killer at my house because my mom refuses to kill them at all. Yeah, you know, when you don't have ears, Dichotomy, where we're going to be really quiet. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, so I sound good. Okay, huh. Maybe that's because Ori started walking away from the mic. I'm not sure. We shall see when she returns. But yeah, I killed 5 lanternflies today because my mom kept recruiting me. I have graduated from using a dustpan to kill them to a mop. Okay, well, we'll check that out when she gets back. We'll play around with the settings and see what happens. I will say this, today was really nice weather-wise near me. Not too hot, not too cold, got a nice little breeze going, could just take my laptop out to the backyard and binge anime. It was fantastic. Mamma mia! Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad it's working. No, oh, that's right, no ears. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm missing my H key. I hope I copied it. Nope, I copied the G key. And Ori left for T. There, that's a sentence that doesn't use any G's or H's. I got it!
Elemental P, I've returned. I'm quiet. I'm no longer quiet. We're good. We're sitting. It was because I made Dylan record things, and his mic was a thing.
Such is life sometimes.
Not that long, Grenade. Jesus. What were you saying?
Ori,
I think I
back
need to
now.
have, like a, he can see my avatar moving now. I think he can know that I'm back now.
I think so. I just want to have my bases covered. Yeah. You know, I want to be a good host while you're absent.
I'm sorry.
You're absent.
Yes, I think I need to make like a kill score for everybody on the Lanternfly crusade.
Okay, I was wondering where that was going.
For the Lanternfly crusade, because I kept thinking about it, how both my parents and Mars are both like, yeah, every time we just tell her, we just report back to Ori how many we killed every day.
Because it's taken over my life now. My mom literally will not let me sit and rest if there is a lanternfly around. I must go kill it. I cannot rest. If there's one in the backyard, I am summoned to kill it. It's like a Final Fantasy character bringing out their summon. I must do it, and I cannot deny them.
Hey, it's good. It's like a side quest every single time. Am I still quiet?
It really
I can
is.
be louder. I can be more. I think Mars might just be more loud compared to normal. Oh, the music is also kind of loud.
Is that?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
No, it's all me.
Let's fix that.
I think we're at least now balanced for your sound purposes, hopefully.
For your viewing and listening pleasure.
For your listening pleasure. I'm gonna have to get up briefly again. But
Ori, this is so unprofessional.
I'm sorry, I need my new my cool art machine.
Yes, I have an assist trophy.
Yeah, really. I need
I'm
a new
okay with that.
my art machine because I need to put the sketches and stuff in the actual files so I can finish them and line them. Yeah, fancy techno stuff. What was I gonna say there? It was really nice
also
today.
Be the mixing of teas.
I gotta say, my day was really wild. So basically, I started in one area at 7 a.m. and I knew that I had to be at another area. Well, they were gonna start work at 9 a.m., but I knew I didn't have to be there for 9 a.m. But I didn't think much of it. It turned out that other area is fucking over 45 minutes away, which I was not very happy about. And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully they'll be done and I can just go back to the other area, which I knew was going to take all day, and hopefully I'm not constantly driving back and forth. And I get there, and it is only one hole, and they're like 3/4 of the way done, so I'm like, cool, I'll just sit here and wait. While I'm waiting, I get a message from my boss, and he's like, oh yeah, there's another one that's close to this one, but not close to the other one. I was like, oh shit, please, I really hope that they're done too. So that one's done. And then the next one's, I go drive over to the other one, and thank God it's also done, and I get to drive back and sit back at the main job. So, but it was really stressful because driving in this area really, really sucked, and the GPS had no idea what the fuck was going on. Now I'm sitting there, and I really gotta pee. Oh my God, I was gonna die. I was like, what is happening? Why do I need to pee so bad? I don't know, but ooh, there's a Starbucks. I can see from where my car is parked the Starbucks right there. It's like, cool, I'm gonna get myself a little treat and use the bathroom because in our state, it's pretty much required that food, at least I don't know if where I work, but definitely where my parents live and where Mars lives, it is required that food establishments that you can sit in have to have a bathroom that you can use. That's like town code. And so I was like, okay, I'll go in. And I order my drink on the app because, like, my card's in it, and it's just easy that way, and you get, like, points and shit and whatever. And I go in, and they say, no public bathroom. They've closed off the bathroom. And I'm like, oh.
No! So wait, you cannot close the bathroom in a Starbucks.
They can, though.
You need to have a bathroom in a Starbucks.
You
need a bathroom in a Starbucks.
You
can't do that. That should be illegal.
I'm like, oh, shit. I just got more liquids. And I still haven't gotten to use the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, well, okay. Looking on my GPS, I'm like, please, is there like a public bathroom within walking distance? I'm like, please, please, please. And I'm like, oh yeah, there is like a couple blocks away. And I'm like, you know what, I gotta do it, right? Like, we gotta go. So I start walking back that way with my drink and everything. And I pass by the building that is the building that the crew I'm watching is working in front of. And I see this sign on the building, and it says, open to the public, like, Monday through Saturday, something until, like, 10 p.m. I was like, what? What is open to the public? What is, I don't, like, this building looks like an apartment building. Like, what is open to the public?
The bathroom?
No, I go inside. I mean, yes, but we'll get there. I go inside, and it's an indoor, like, park, basically. So, like, there's trees in the building. It's all glass. There's, like, a bunch of benches. They put down, like, a fake grass pad with, like, a bunch of, like, little stump seats so you can watch. There's, like, a stage. It's the size of a city block. And there's, like, art. It's, like, a gallery. With, like, art and stuff, too.
Nuts.
And there's, like, a little cafe. And I'm like, ooh, if there's a cafe, is there a bathroom? And I'm, like, looking around, and I'm, like, exploring the whole place, like, exploring. And, yeah, there is a bathroom. And there's also, like, standing charging stations. So, like, the little table with, like, the outlets and stuff that you can stand and charge your stuff at. And I was like, this is really neat. So instead of sitting in my car, because literally one of the windows, that's the windows the crew is working out of. So I used the bathroom, and I went back to my car, and I got all my shit, and I just sat in there for the rest of the day.
And you're able to just monitor from the indoor park.
Yeah, and that's where I saw the Borb.
Ah, that's where the Borb came from.
Yeah, he was inside.
Yeah,
there was two
that was
birds
a very rounded Borb.
inside, and yeah, that was that. So, Mars, continue your day while I grab the rest of my iPad I do need.
Let me see. Continue my day. Well, what else did I do? Yesterday was technically more eventful because I actually did some chores around here, which, man, I friggin' gotta stop procrastinating the chores. I know it'll make my life easier if if I clean the bathroom maybe like every 2 weeks instead of like twice a month, maybe. It would just make my life easier. But do I do that? No, I just let it pile up. And then I'm like, hey, you know what? I got a spontaneous urge to clean today. Oh shit, this is gonna take forever. So kind of screwed myself over, but at least it was productive. Exactly, Mason. I can stop procrastinating later. That's not a now
Hello,
thing.
MP.
Hi, MP.
That's when you start procrastinating with other things.
Today was just I am going to chill, I am going to watch anime, and I am apparently going to be on Lanternfly duty for this foreseeable future. Those were my jobs today. Although I got to say, the anime I was watching, Futo PI, good detective show. Really friggin' good detective show.
Mars had a lot of anime homework today.
I did have a lot of anime homework today. Ori and I are planning to hang out in 2 weeks, so I gotta catch up to where she is. I fell behind.
Well, technically we're hanging out this week, and then we're also hanging out the
Yes,
next
but not
week.
to watch anime.
No, to go to a convention.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited for that one.
Thing.
Ori, what you doing? I don't know. Futo PI is really, really good. Honestly, I would call it a hidden gem. It's a show Ori and I have watched that feels the most like anime. Like, it does have the fan service. It does have some moments that kind of make you go, ah, yes, anime. But it's not bad and it's not egregious. It definitely doesn't overshadow the final product, which honestly, that's kind of like where I draw the line, is do those elements overshadow the overall show? If no, then we're chill. We can continue. Although I did start watching The Elusive Samurai today. Is anyone in chat watching that one? I heard it was a big summer anime that's taken off right now. And I really wanted to try getting into it because it was giving me like Dororo, but with bright colors. I still don't know how I feel about it.
Mars,
I like the characters.
Animation analysis it.
Because I needed Ori too. There's some animation stuff happening in that show that had my brain going, huh?
Where am I going? To
that
iCloud.
Is a great
That's
question.
where I'm going. I need to download my stuff.
So we'll give it the 3-episode rule. I'll see if I want to continue it. They're currently up to 6. Hopefully it ends up being colorful Dororo, but if not, maybe put it on the back burner.
Mars knew what I was gonna say when she messaged me this morning talking about this show first instead of Futo PI. She was like, I'm gonna watch it next, but hold on. I was like, gonna be like, Mars.
Listen, I had a very rare, okay, this is actually kind of funny. I had a very rare opportunity to use the TV today because my brother was in the other room and my mom was working in the garden outside. So I had a very, very rare opportunity of having the TV all to myself. So I was like, okay, The Elusive Samurai has really pretty animation. You know what? I want to see what that looks like on the big screen. So I did. And you know, after figuring out what the hell was going on with the animation, it's like, okay, it's enjoyable. I'm not hooked quite yet, but I'm intrigued. All right, now let's do the Futo PI episode so I can catch up with Ori. Literally, episode 4 opens with the main character. It's such a quick shot. It's maybe like 1 to 2 seconds long, but it's the female character like getting ready for the day and she's pulling her shirt over her uncovered chest, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not going on the TV. Tokime being a sussy baka. We're doing this on the phone.
She's a bit of a sussy baka.
Like, if I was really daring, I would have waited until night to watch it, but I really wanted to watch Futo PI. So
I'm glad she finally binged it so we can talk about it now. We're going
on the phone. I'll just go into my screen room, get a nice little chair, little drink, little snack, and it's all good. It's all good. And honestly, the smaller screen worked, so no complaints.
Indeed.
No complaints whatsoever. I just love how literally the first frame of animation was, yep, I can't show this on TV. What if my mom walks into the room? Then it's really gonna turn into anime.
Classic.
Classic.
Okay.
Sten is stealing the show. He does look very good. Dichotomy says you outdid yourself, Ori. He looks spectacular.
You look so much better than You're gonna say that to Cha? You're gonna say that to Sly? I know I don't have ears, but damn.
MP, that's in quotes, and I can't tell if that's in response to the last thing I said. But I think right now I'm winning.
Breezy.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Beautiful cover
Easy
squirrel.
Breezy. Hi. Beautiful cover squirrel indeed.
All this reminds me of is one time in my martial arts class, there was this guy, his name was Greg. And he had grown out his hair. I feel like there was a reason, but I don't remember what the reason was. But he did not normally have long hair.
Do I know this dude? He sounds vaguely familiar.
He did not go to the school that we went to. He specifically went to the other school than we did. But yeah, and I don't even remember what happened, but he ended up like doing the like hair flip thing, and someone went easy breezy, and I went beautiful cover Greg. And that sticks with me.
And he will carry that legacy with him for the rest of his life.
Indeed.
30 hours into Hollow Knight. Nice, Grenade. Why would you feel guilty over that? It's summer. Do what you want. Do what you like. I'm trying to get back into gaming. I've been playing Chicory, a cover. Now you got me saying cover girl tale. That's not the name of the game. It's Chicory, a colorful tale. It's honestly a very cute game.
Ooh,
if you've ever played,
that's your next cosplay.
If you've ever played Drawn to Life, it's very similar to that, but instead of like creating objects to wander around the world, you're painting the world and making it colorful again, because there's this like magic brush that brings color to everything. The wielder has gone AWOL. The wielder actually has big imposter syndrome. Like, guys, I was not expecting my cute animal game about painting to come with existential crisis and far too relatable topics. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. I'm in like the final act of the game. I'm so close to beating it. I'm so close.
Never let your guard down.
I let my guard down around the cute animal game. That's the one game you should never let your guard down around.
And specifically over everything.
Exactly. Ooh, Enthuse, do it. Do a Mad on Guard cosplay.
Yeah, that's gotta be your next cosplay.
Money on the wig.
You got Gumshoe.
I trim my wig before this Saturday.
Because I just realized
I have to trim the wig because I realized the side pieces, like, they go all the way down to my chin. They really should be up to like where my ears are. That's why my face looks so friggin' disproportionate in the photos.
Well, now you know. You hate On Guard too much? Okay. Dude, I understand
off guard in that moment. He's on guard.
Yeah, I understand how evil he is.
You
but
can just
he's very pretty.
Nice himbo version of him.
He's very pretty. I'm editing like the
I haven't heard of that first one, Grenade.
Ace Attorney ones. And we like see his picture. Like, we don't even get to meet him yet. I'm about to edit the one where we meet him, but we like see his picture and I'm like, oh my god, I need this. I love him. He looks great. We love him. And
I am so ready for those videos to come out where I'm just like, I don't know, guys, he's too dumb and this is sus. And you and Dylan are both like, nah, he's great. He's good.
We love him.
I'm so ready for it.
I think you could, Enthuse. Have faith.
It all depends on the confidence, Enthuse.
I think you could do it.
You can pull it off, you will.
If you can pull off the hair, you can pull off the jacket. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
They go together.
It's all about balance.
And the hair helps with the swagger needed for the jacket.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, nice, Easy Breezy.
Oh, nice, Easy Breezy.
We just started the videos for it, so you can watch it after you play it. It'll not be done. You'll definitely get through it way before all the videos come out because, whew, Jesus Christ,
it's gonna take a while.
I just got backlog back nearly. I'm one. I have backlog. I'm one more. I'm sorry. Two more thumbnails away from being fully done. It is like we're playing together.
It is. I'm glad it was entertaining, Pastry Puff.
I'm glad. I
was on to him from the beginning.
Working on the comic.
I never fell for it.
Seriously, you were. We like learned the whole thing, and you're like, nah, he must have done it then. And we're like, no. I'm like, no.
He's too dumb. He's playing it up too much.
I'm in denial, just like Phoenix is,
Only an
you know?
evil genius would think of that.
What is your question, Easy?
And ask away. Also, Grenade, Ori is working on the next entry for Outcast.
Well, it's not the next one. It's the... Well, it is the next entry, not the next page.
It's the one that'll come after the tally marks break.
No. This is before the tally marks.
Or?
This is the next entry. It's not the next page. Speaking of...
Oh, gotcha.
Mars, you should translate this to Dichotomy since I'm doing the arts. But tell Dichotomy that the Aster feature is out on Outcast on the webtoon, and he should go look at it. Ungard is a ride. He's, you know, look at him. He's beautiful. But, how do we feel about Officer Mike Meekins? You can see our lovely reactions in Rise from the Ashes, where we very much make fun of his face. I think as a character, he's fine. We don't have the vitriol we have for Lotta.
He's very fun. I honestly really like him. I especially love Dylan's interpretation of him, making him like so sniveling, but also
so good.
So like I forgot everything.
Yeah.
My favorite line from Dylan was, "I tried when I forgot my fingers at home."
That one's great. I also like
that is my favorite.
Preferably in green text. Be me, be Officer Meekins.
Be Officer
Protect the Blue
Meekins.
Badger. I love that. That's a good joke from him as well. So we had fun with Meekins.
Phenomenal. Some of the best moments came from Meekins.
I can't wait to get to relive Meekins for the 4th time when I edit videos from investigations.
It's gonna be so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mike Meekins, he's in like the 1 to 5 range. Lotta's all the way in the like
negative 1 to 5 range.
You're in the negatives. You're in the negatives.
Oh my god, we hate Lotta so much.
And she earned that spot.
We hate Lotta so much. I can't believe one of y'all in chat, I bet it was Pastry Puff or Zilla, but I think it was Pastry Puff, said something along the lines of that Lotta is a fan favorite in Japan. And it's like,
which I am trying to understand how.
1, I don't get how. 2, oh, he's much funnier. There was definitely, I do remember Easy, there's definitely a couple moments where we were annoyed at him, but overall we were having more fun goofing. Well, if it wasn't you, Pastry Puff, it was probably Zilla. Lotta does haunt the series, and thus it makes sense if she's a fan favorite. It makes sense why she's constantly in it all the time. But we hate her. Yeah, she is the bitch. I literally say that, and Pearl's like, I didn't think you'd use that language, around me, Mr. Nick. And I'm like, no, just her. No, then I go, she's the old Pinky.
Yeah, nope, we did not like her. Hey, that's okay, Pastry Puff.
Yeah, we appreciate the lurks.
Always. We appreciate the lurks.
Being here, making the views, that's the stuff. And we appreciate you, VOD Watcher.
Yes. And I love you, random citizen.
She is a lot of she just a lot of gets under the skin because okay, first one, she's a little annoying. Second time, it's like, oh, I learned, bitch, I didn't. Bitch, you thought.
The first time we met her, she started off charming. There was something to work with there. Like, I like the idea of her being a college student, trying to find Gory. Like, it's charming, it's cute. Then you have...
Then she lies on the stand.
She doesn't have the evidence. She lies on the stand, and then she says, oh, no, I had this picture the whole time. I just didn't show it. And it's like, bitch, somebody is going to die.
No. She was also like,
not because you were scared to show off the photo or you thought it would come back to like bite you in some way. Like Von Karma never threatened her. She wasn't doing it for blackmail. She literally chose to not show it because like, I think she said something about it shows Gordy and I want to keep it for myself or something like that.
It didn't show anything. There was blank. It was nothing.
Didn't show anything.
It was empty.
It didn't show anything. That was it. That's right.
And
but
there was an empty lake.
But it showed the most crucial thing related to the case.
That there was another fucking shot, bitch. What the fuck?
I was like, are you kidding me? And then she comes back in Turnabout and Reunion, only to do the same exact thing again.
Yeah, she's like, please forgive me. And we're like, all right. And she's like,
to make you forgive her. Like,
no, you didn't have to forgive her. But
we didn't have to, but we were conditioned after the 50-50 choice in Rise from the Ashes. We got scared and
no. You misunderstand.
We were gaslit into forgiving her.
I wasn't conditioned after the 50-50 split and Rise from the Ashes. To me, those are very separate things. What conditioned me was the fucking vent in Turnabout Samurai because we were like, oh no, don't open the vent. Let's have a good time. Well, and then we fucking wandered around for like way too fucking long, for hours and hours of pain, of just, bitch, what the fuck? And then we're like, fine, we'll take the vent off. And that's what we had to do.
It's like, why give us the game progression? Wow!
I'm sorry. Games should only give you the choice if like you actually have a choice, or like the dialogue is changed, right? Like I'm okay with the illusion of choice to a certain extent. Like it happens in Ace Attorney sometimes. I'm okay with that because that gives flavor, right? It gives flavor. The event isn't even the illusion of choice in that way. Like the illusion of choice to me is, oh, here's multiple options. All of them get you to keep moving the game in the same way and don't change the outcome, right?
Oh yeah, think Hoyoverse dialogue options.
Yeah, that's fine.
They give you dialogue options, but nothing ever changes. And I was like, all right.
I'm okay with that.
You got a linear story, but there's the illusion of choice.
But you do get to say something different. You know what I'm saying? Like Phoenix, like you do get a little bit of a different dialogue back and forth coming to the same end. But with the vent, no. I had to do it or I literally cannot move on. At that
point, why even make that a choice?
I shouldn't get a choice.
Like that shouldn't have been a choice. It should have been, hey, Nick, I'm gonna remove the grate. Maya, don't you dare. Whoops, already did it.
Yeah, literally. Perfect. That would have been perfect. But no.
And it would have been in character, too, because she takes shit all the time.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Like, look, I have a new piece of cardboard to add to my collection. I don't know. Anything, something. Anything but that.
No, I feel bad for Cody. We should let him back in.
Oh, investigations we're having a fun time with.
Investigations I haven't had much of an issue. I'm talking about Turnabout Samurai, easy breezy. That's from the first game, the third Turnabout. That's the vent thing. That's what's pissed me off so far. So far the only thing with investigations has been one long time of not feeling like you're progressing at all, having to talk to the same character multiple times with feeling like no progression until suddenly you get all the answers.
Talk to us. No. Talk to us. No. Talk to us. No. Talk to us. Okay, fine. But just this once.
But what makes it worse is it would be one thing if it was talk to us, no. And you just had to keep going back because every time he said it, there was like let's say the thing never checked, right? So it prompts you to keep going back and he says different short things. That's one thing, right? If it was talk to us, no. Talk to us, go away. Talk to us, that's one thing. But it's a whole nother thing to be like, Detective Bad, you need to tell us about this thing. No, I won't tell you about this thing. I hate you. You're terrible. I dislike you. Bad, please, you need to tell me about this thing. I'm a lawyer. And, like, go on for, like, 20 minutes of dialogue every fucking time. That was the part that got me. If it was literally talk to us, no. Talk to us, go away. Talk to us, I don't want to talk to you. Would have been easy. Yeah, it is a bit uncool. We were very upset.
It was a little rough.
Easy.
Our streams usually last about like 3 hours. That took up 2 hours of screen time.
was dealing with this character, and we definitely slowly lose our mind on stream doing that.
Oh, that was
entertaining
I
to everybody
rewatched that
else.
VOD and I laughed my ass off.
Oh, it is certainly going to be a very interesting video and a very interesting redirect, but it was rough.
Ori, you need to animate in a sanity meter on the side that just slowly drops as it keeps going.
You see this, guys? Mars likes to make my job more difficult. I'm not joking.
This will be edited in the future, and maybe we'll have another editor on hand by then. Hi, future editor.
Mars. So I got to a point where, unfortunately, even if there are places I want to animate, I have to like get back down to not doing little animations because I'm just trying to get a backlog back again. And so Dylan is like, valid. You have a solid game plan. If we ask you to do something in the past and you like just don't have time to do it, so you're not going to do it, you just put in that Bugs Bunny meme. So it's that no. Bugs Bunny meme. But it has my hair on it, and you can see it in the episode that came out today.
Bugs Bunny meme. But
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
My memory. Yeah. Once you said no, I'm like, that
he's just
one.
Like, no, with the long face.
No.
Yeah, chat was going insane too. Everyone was going insane. It was a rough time. Literally, would have been so much better if every time he gave us a little thing, because it came not only with a really long time talking to him about the backstory stuff, right? There was a long interaction about Faraday. There was a long interaction about the previous case, right? Those were so long, and we didn't get any logic from it. And there was nothing we could have investigated to get logic. And then we had to come back, and I'm back at the fight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think I quoted that during stream.
You multiple times, I believe.
I can finally leave. Martha, I'm coming home, sweetie. I'm back in the building again.
What is that from?
I have no idea. I think it might be from a Let's Play or something, because that's what it sounds like.
It does feel that way.
And I think it's related to the Sonic fandom, but I have no idea where that soundbite originated from.
It's like Know Your Meme or something. Hold on.
Sonic fandom. Oh, I was on the money. Okay. Can we play it if we find it? Live dub of Sonic Adventures 2. Oh, interesting. The game or the arc from Sonic X?
I just want to find the Know Your Meme. No. Know Your Meme is such a good...
It's so useful, because I am familiar with memes, but I have no idea where they originate from, where they first came from.
Sometimes it's very interesting to see, like, the full, Wow, it's not in Know Your Meme, sadly. It is on Reddit, though.
Well, everyone in chat is saying it's from the Sonic Adventure 2 fan dub, which I am now going to have to watch. Because I need the context for that.
The thought process of you is fascinating. It's always interesting to sort of go in and see. It's also interesting to see what a meme is like officially named, right? Like it's like, oh, looking for a meme, and I wanted the guy that like. He's like the old-timey drawing guy, and he has his hand up, and he usually corrects you for like your, right? Like somebody says Y-O-U-R, and he'll have the like the asterisk Y-O-U''re, you know, because they did it incorrect. And it's like, oh, like trying to find that guy, and I managed to find it, and I learned it's called Correction Man. That's his name, Correction Man.
Correction Man? Wow. Yeah, I had no idea about that one. Huh.
Well, see, but I know about
Fascinating.
Skibidi Toilet because everybody was fucking going off on the fact that it existed in the first place. Right? I feel like there's a certain point where there's like...
That was one you could not escape.
There's some memes...
If you existed on the internet, you knew about it.
There's some memes that like come into just like prevalence and then they just exist and that's fine, and you either know about them or they don't, or you don't, and your life moves on. And then there's other ones that the internet just blows up about existing, like Skibidi Toilet, that is just like, this didn't need to be as much of a thing as it was if you guys didn't like fucking perseverate it all the time.
Hi, Rando.
You chose your name.
It really has.
And you know what? This is your lot in life now.
This is what you've been blessed with. Enjoy.
It's your superpower. But yeah, so
such is life.
my goal, honestly, forget like making YouTube into a job, forget making like tons of money off. My goal, my sole goal, is that I want one of our shorts to make it into like at least one other person like clipping the sound. Right? That's all I want. That's all I want.
You know I'm trying to popularize. I have special privileges.
Mm-hmm. You like that one. Also, of course, non-joke crime is a very
oh yes,
very
non-joke crime.
It's not that dumb. I mean, it is kind of dumb. I mean, like, you know, the video.
Oh, thank you for putting them in the couch, MP.
Ooh, thank you very much.
That makes what I gotta do much easier.
But it is definitely like... I don't think it's any dumber than any other meme, you know, Grenade?
Each meme exists on a spectrum of catchy to dumb.
But that's my goal. I want one of our shorts to go... I don't even need it to go viral. I just want that notification that like somebody used the sound or something, and then see someone's little animatic with other characters or their characters or just whatever, and just having our like meme noise. That's all I want. I don't even need the fame from it. You know, some people are like, oh, like they'll never know that I made the sound. And it's like, I don't care. I just think it'd be neat if it's like, oh, our shit is just circling, having like little animatics and shit to it, and little goofy videos and stuff.
Because eventually it will lead you back to the original thing.
Not necessarily.
Sometimes.
The reason for that is that sometimes people will like repost it and the sound isn't, they're not using the sound through the app. They've like downloaded the sound and then like put the sound in like natively. And so it, like the trail cuts off. But like I said, I don't really care. I'm not trying to get fame out of it. I just want to live life knowing that we made like, yeah, I'll say viral sound, but I guess like a meme sound, you know? Because I feel like we have like the prime like content to get one. You know what I'm saying?
I feel so.
I feel like we're in position to have a sound.
One day.
A meme sound.
One day.
I mean, we'll keep going, you know what? I see a lot of people and they're like, yeah, you know, you don't really start making YouTube a career until like, you know, 6 years in or whatever. And I'm like, I'm really trying to make a career. If it'll solely pay for itself so I can have a little more time back to myself with the editing, I'll be happy. I don't need it to be my full-time job, you know?
Like, that's all that's needed.
I solely want it to pay for its editing costs. and have an editor be able to do the majority of the work instead of like splitting it sometimes.
Valid.
Yeah. But it is very surreal because now that we hit 1,000, we are making money. Which is a wild thing.
Yeah. We were actually talking about that before we both jumped on stream tonight. It's like, holy crap, how is this
It's
real
wild
life?
the fact that there is a number that goes
like,
up that is
fuck?
real life money. It's slow, you know, we're not like, not crazy big, you know, big stars or anything. But, you know.
God, no.
It's going. Yeah, that's pretty
But
neat.
it's slowly happening.
Pretty neat.
Slowly but surely.
Okay. So, okay, we're going back to art now. So I've started doing
let's pivot. Let's pivot.
On my my iPad. I got an iPad for my birthday. My birthday hasn't happened yet, but I got an iPad as an early birthday gift because I really wanted to be able to use it to literally work on the comic when I'm at work, and just when I'm not at my computer, right? If I prep, I can work on the comic. And that's good. That's nice. We need all the time we can get. But and that's literally all I use it for. But I basically stubbornly refuse to actually fully learn how to use the drawing program Procreate. I'm mostly just lazy about it. And I did the wrong. He's not making this expression anymore. He's making a different expression. And my brain is really dying slowly. Oh no, his hair should be billowing. Okay, we can fix that after. It's just a sketch after all. And but so what I like to do is I'm more just, my body likes to draw the eye when it's their left eye, the eye on my right side. Just how my body likes it. And because of digital art, I can easily flip the canvas and draw it on the side that I like and just be lazy. And now I still try to sketch in my sketchbook so that, like, I, can't have that, so I am not, like, losing my abilities or something. And, but I definitely would prefer to do it this way. However, because I refuse to learn Procreate to the fullest extent, I don't know how to do that, or even if it's possible on Procreate, and so I forced myself to do it the sketchbook way. So honestly, Procreate is like basically a digital sketchbook that I have minute ability to do digital art things, mostly because I'm lazy. 99% because I'm lazy. Oh, there's the expression. But I'm just lazy. I just don't want to learn how to have to, I just don't want to learn how to have to do it.
Confessions of an artist.
I've mentioned this before on stream, but I'm so bad about learning new software. Learning new anything, if I'm being honest, that's not, like, interesting to me. I'm very stubborn. And that's why it's hard to learn new skills sometimes, because it's like, I want to learn by doing. I don't want to learn by starting at the fundamentals. And everyone's like, learn the fundamentals. And it's like, when
everyone's like, let's begin at the fundamentals. And it's like, no.
It's like, when I become unhappy with this thing, that's when I'll enjoy learning the fundamental of how to do it, because it'll be like, yes, I'm actually interested now. I actually, like, have the motivation now, versus it's like, if you're forcing yourself to do it, because, okay, the argument, and there's a good argument, right? The argument is that anything, you learn the fundamentals first, that makes learning anything more difficult easier in the long run, because you have a solid base. This makes logical sense, okay? It really does.
It does check out.
However, in my opinion, if learning the fundamentals is so excruciatingly boring and unfun that I lose the desire to learn said skill at all, or use said skill at all, do said hobby at all, then it is more worth it to quote-unquote struggle later if the whole process is overall more enjoyable. Especially if you're not doing it for professional purposes. If it is solely a hobby, I gotta tell you guys, I jump fucking feet first, okay?
You gotta keep it fun.
I knit. The first time I ever knit, I knit an entire life-size octopus for Dylan. And it took a long time. And it had a lot of higher-end techniques, knitting in the round, putting two colors together, like, as one piece, and, making the head and making the tentacles and all that sort of stuff. No. That was the first thing I did with knitting. And you know what? Came out fucking good. Came out real good. But I gotta tell you, I'm only doing something if I wanna. And that's why it's like, oh, I do want to sculpt. but like digitally. But like I want to do it by trying to sculpt the thing. Like I don't want to start, and thankfully, so Mrau now, who is mostly in Hans Half Elven's chat, but sometimes pops in over here. She did keep her word and send me a fun tutorial to watch that does seem to look like it is just doing like people first. And it's like, that's what I want. I want to start at people. I'm sorry, I don't want to start at donut. I want or cupcake or whatever the fuck, apple. I don't give a shit. I want you to teach me the tools as you tell me how to make a person, right? Because that's what I want to do. I don't want to spend hours making the apple if it could just take me a little longer, but get right into it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's also something to be said for if you start with the hard thing, you can always backtrack and learn as you go. And Ori, the way I've seen you work, you're very much that type of person where you
100%.
hone your craft as you go and figure out how to make it easier for yourself as you go. You essentially teach yourself those fundamentals after you've quote unquote learned the advanced thing.
Once I want to do it, right? Like I said before, the big one was feet, okay? I never drew feet. I would literally I would literally just stop drawing the characters at the feet. Dylan and I have been together for nearly 10 years. Dylan has been around for the vast majority of my entire art journey because I didn't really, I did do like some drawing like in elementary school and whatever, but I really don't count like my art journey starting until 10th grade because that's when I like actually cared and was like trying to do it and was like doing a lot. Dylan and I started dating when I was in 11th grade. So he's been there basically the whole time. And he would make relentless fun of me for not drawing the character's feet and for like cutting the feet off. Like just, like literally just leaving like jagged colored ends. And he would make so much fun of me for it. And I was always so upset with him. But I still wouldn't draw feet until I had a character that I really fell in love with the idea of, and that idea required him to be barefoot. So I drew feet. You know what I'm saying? and then I did a lot of learning and looking at stuff and learning how to do it and everything like that, and I learned how to draw feet. I've seen a lot of Spider-Man. You mean like his feet where it's like a shoe?
Oh, it's
and
like
so you
a
just
pointed shoe.
You just don't draw toes. I mean, that is a style, and I will say I do think that there is
you could do the Fire Emblem style where it's just like here's the peg leg.
There is a lot of rule. There's a lot of people that say like you have to know the fundamentals to break them and make your style, and I only think that's partially true. I think that you can certainly I think the bigger difference is, was it a mistake or was it intentional? And I think that intentionally choosing to draw something a certain way because one, you don't want to draw the thing, but you still like the stylized version that you're doing, I think is still valid and a way to do a style. But if you're attempting to draw a foot the quote-unquote correct way, right? Like realistically or proportionally or whatever, and you are failing to do so, no, that's not a style, right? Or if you're doing it because you don't like the method you're doing, like that's not a style. But if it's like, I like the Powerpuff Girls nub hands, I'm also not good at drawing hands, and thus I'm not having fun at drawing hands, so I make all my characters nub hands. If you like how that looks, I don't think that there's a problem with saying that's your style. You know what I'm saying?
I'd say go for it.
And learn your magics. Yeah, Pastry Puff. Yeah, 100%. I think there's a lot. There's like... I really think in life you need both kinds of learning, because there is, in not all cases, and it does depend on what you're learning, but I do find there's a lot of cases where there is a quote-unquote correct way to do something. Like, my example is using a chainsaw, right? There's a certain way to, because I know about using chainsaws because of my field of work, so it's just an easy way to do it. There's a certain way that you are supposed to hold and use a chainsaw, and the reason for this it is the most safe way to do it, right? So now you could have learned from someone who is not doing it the proper way, and you can have gotten good at using a chainsaw, but I still don't think that makes it you should still learn the proper way to use a chainsaw, because now you have both the sort of skill and technique and the tips and tricks that you can translate into still being safe and doing it safely, right? I have not heard about the Raft of Medusa.
Is that a book?
I do not know about that one, no. Yeah, see, exactly. See, exactly. That's the vibe. For me, it was 100% I wanted to draw characters, and so I learned how to draw people and whatever, and then I wanted to do...
It's a painting.
Huh, no, I have not heard of it.
Interesting. I am not familiar with that one. Let me see.
I did see... Okay, where's my phone? Is it here? It is. I'm gonna post in the Discord this painting I saw in this thing today, because it's very furry vibes. It's really funny.
Wow. That is a dramatic painting. Lots going on in here. Wow. Look it up and tell you what's wrong with it. Okay, I'm doing this on my phone, so I might not be able to see everything.
Oh no. What's the Raft of Medusa? The Raft of Medusa painting.
Okay, some of these proportions look off to me, particularly the guy hanging off the edge of the right bottom corner. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Can I see you bigger? I would like to see you bigger, please.
I feel like one of these guys looks like a vampire.
This is so small. Jesus.
Yeah, right? I like had to
Why
ultra
can I
zoom
not
in.
Get like a bigger image, please. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
well, there's the one... I've seen this guy dead before. The guy in the front. I've seen him before.
I'm wondering if these are all taken from different art pieces? Please tell me this isn't AI.
No, it's not AI. No, it's not AI. All the fingers look good, and some of them are wild hands, so...
What is happening in this shot? Is that giant face under another face?
What's wrong with it?
That's what I'm trying to find. There's a lot happening in this picture, Grenade.
I can't tell if that one guy's severed or he's just missing a bottom half. He has...
There's also a sketch version that I can look at.
Legs and stuff.
I guess I can tell what's going on in this a
little
little bit better. I'm not sure, Grenade. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not well trained. I'm not trained enough, I apologize.
There's not a single foot. Oh. I guess you're right. The one guy in the front, his foot is covered in cloths. Everybody else, their feet are not shown. Oh, no, I found a foot, Grenade! I
see a foot.
An uncovered foot. An uncovered foot, Mars.
Yeah, I see one.
I found a foot, Grenade! Where is it? Where is it? Hold on.
There's feet.
Look at it!
Look at it!
Look at it! Don't scroll too far, Ori. This is Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at the foot, Grenade! I found what's incorrect. You!
See, I was pointing out to the back of another guy's foot.
You have been lied to.
It's near the barrel. Near where the other guys reach. At least I think that's a barrel. I really can't tell.
Hold on. Let's see if I can... Oh, you're right. There's a foot on the barrel. That one is more in shadow. The one I showed has full toes and shit.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the other foot, Grenade.
Yeah, there's feet.
Yeah, that's what page you found. There's feet. There's another foot down here. Two by the barrel. Can I tell you? Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I took one art class in college. Just one. Just for fun, because I obviously— Oh, I found a real foot! Sorry, last foot. Look at that! Look at those puppies. Just one puppy.
The discovery. That's the one I was talking about!
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a full-ass foot. You've been, like, quadruple-eyed. Yeah, Pastry Puff was saying the same one as you, Mars.
Who pulled the wool over your eyes?
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking feet, I gotta tell you. A lot of feet.
There's a lot of
I
feet
found
going on
another
here.
foot!
Grenade,
Oops.
you gotta find out who lied to you.
I found another foot! Okay, we're gonna take a moment, and I'm gonna copy this image, and we're gonna censor out the one guy.
No, not the teacher!
Not the teacher! Okay, don't look a second.
Art teacher? Because that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that teacher, I don't know, maybe they were missing their glasses that day.
I don't think there are any other pieces out.
I'm so sorry you've been lied to, Grenade.
Let's look at everything.
Oof, middle school?
Oh, snap.
Ouch.
We got
You've been allowed to believe this lie for
so
how long?
Oh, that's so long.
So many years. So many years in the dark.
I'm not counting the clothed feet, but so far that's all the feet that I see.
Toes. There are toes present.
Yeah, there's at least— Oh, I forgot the one we found over here.
Oh, don't forget that one.
There
That's
you
like
go.
the most important one.
At least 3 of these have very visible toes. And then there's 2 here that are most foot, but not all foot. Yeah, I think that's all the feet, though.
I think we got him.
Yeah, this one in the front is very obvious. This one down here I can see being missed. This one, also fairly obvious. But this one over here, all the way on the right—
That's like
one's,
the hidden
in your
foot.
face.
That's the I Spy foot.
Yeah. Yep. All right. There's the feet. It's in a line though. Look at the feet this way.
It's just so funny because with the prompt, it's like, find what's wrong with the painting. I'm like, okay, maybe the anatomy's a little funny with some of these body positions, but nothing's jumping out at me. I was starting to wonder if if this was a test.
So I took my one college art course, and it was supposed to be sequential art, but apparently it turned out to be figure drawing. I don't know what happened. If I'm being honest, I don't think that teacher really knew what the fuck was going on. Like secretarial wise, right? Not like he knew art.
I was about to say, showed up to class drunk kind of teacher, or just vibed with what was happening.
It was just like he chose what class was going to be, and it wasn't what was on the schedule. And then he was like, "No," and I was like, and then I got a B in the class, and I was like, "Teacher, why did I get a B?" And he was like, "Oh no, you deserve it should be an A. I'll change it." Never changed it. I was like, "Okay, great. Thanks for bringing down my GPA for art because you wouldn't change it." Yay. But basically the final project was like to draw like a figure and do an art piece and whatever, and I didn't want to draw feet. So I put the socks on the feet. And he called me the fuck out in like the review. It was like, I really wish you would have drawn feet. It was honestly like it was like realism because it was figure drawing. So I also made the character face away from the camera. And I thought it was very artistic, but I obviously specifically didn't want to draw feet or faces. I'm here for the anime faces, okay? Look at them.
He called you out.
He did call me out.
What the hell, teacher?
It was overall just a funny time.
See, I gotta be honest, guys. I haven't really had much of a artist bone in my body. I took a couple art classes, like the mandatory ones you gotta take elementary throughout high school. I did an art summer camp.
I don't think you have to take any art classes in high school.
Oh,
Definitely middle school, but I don't think you're forced to
I?
take an art class in high school. You might have done fashion in high school, but that's an elective, which you could have shown a bunch of different things.
I did do fashion in high school, actually. That was a pretty fun class. I did do fashion design in high school. That was cool.
But that's an elective that you got to choose. It didn't have to be art.
No, you're right. It was all electives by high school. Okay, so elementary through middle school. In middle school, I did go to an art camp where they tried to teach you, like, let's look at the bowl of fruit and draw the shading, and let's do still lifes.
Yeah,
and they gave us charcoal, and I'm like, I don't know.
Sensory nightmare. Sensory nightmare.
Comprehend the whole. If you put this much, like, I get how you're supposed to change the pressure. I get how you're supposed to crosshatch and everything, and that's supposed to make it look really realistic and stuff. Mine just looked like a circle with a black spot next to it. It never looked like anything to me. I don't know, Pastry Puff. I guess because bowls of fruit have, like, they can be reflective. They're round.
Yeah, I think there's two reasons.
They reflect light.
One reason is because fruit is mostly relatively simple shapes. An apple is basically a sphere. What is a bunch of grapes? A bunch of spheres. You know, a banana is a fancy cylinder. You know, like a lot of fruits are just rounds. And what is the first thing they ever teach you how to do? Shade the sphere, right? And so it's literally like a bowl is sphere,
and
fruit
boring
is
as
sphere.
hell.
And this is exactly why I have to learn shit the fun way, where jumping right in to do the masterpiece first.
Yeah.
And
like doing that for 6 hours a day every day, I was losing my mind. My friend and I got bored and started drawing charcoal on each other, and then we got in trouble for it.
I honestly,
that was about as entertaining as art camp ever got.
I hate touching the charcoal.
Fireworks.
Those are really loud. Wow. I hate.
You can
touching...
hear them on my end, can't you?
Yeah, we can.
God, why?
I just really hate touching the charcoal. The it's just bad. Sensory issue. I hate it.
Sensory nightmare.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's terrible. And then even pencil shading drove me crazy. Cause, like, again, I get the cross-hatching, I get the techniques, I understand what it's supposed to look like by the end. Mine never looks like that.
Well, that's the other thing, right? They're like, oh, if you
Digital art is a godsend.
If you do your thing in black and white first, you know, you get the values right, and then color is less important. One, I think that people who say that color isn't as important are wrong, and I think
lying to their souls.
And I think there's two reasons. There's two reasons why, and I think they mostly have to do with I'm not trying to be an artist for like a gallery or like, you know, the Louvre or something, you know, like I'm more in the like character design, animation, comic side of things, right? Which means that colors are very important in design, right? Now, they are very important. But besides that, every color has a different value, not just depending on the actual value, but on the color itself. And I'm gonna show you what I mean, because it's very mind-blowing and it's very important. And I think that that's a reason why, like, value shading solely is kind of only one half of the step. So if I take this blue, okay? This is a very, very deep blue, okay? But it's bright. This is a bright, fully saturated blue. And even as I move down here to this paler blue, okay? We have this. Now I have yellow. This is the same saturation of yellow as this blue. And we move it down, lighten it up. This is the same saturation. And lastly, I'll do one with red. Okay, we have red, and then we have red. And now, if I was to make this black and white, I think by doing this is how I can do it easily. You would assume that all of these would be the dark ones and all of these would be the light ones, right? These would be more towards white and these would be more towards black. And that is true. However, even though they're all the same saturation level, the blue is going to be darker than the other ones. And even this blue this light blue is darker than that dark yellow, than that fully saturated yellow. That paler blue is a darker value
cool.
than that yellow. And the reason is because of what color it is. That's the only reason. And thus saying that color doesn't matter is wrong. Because this dark color could be that blue, but it also could be like a browner, you know? You can't, oh, look, like this is, you know, like it matters, right? Like where we're going with it. All this sort of stuff. None of these dark colors that are dark colors are darker than that blue is in the value. Not unless going down into like, it's nearly black.
That's wild.
In value. Right? And that's why color matters.
Guys, now you can show this party trick off at home and impress your friends.
And that's why color matters, not just value. Now, they work in tandem, they work side by side, but I will say that once you know what to look for, you can mostly sort of judge by your eye as it happens, but it's also never, you know, you can always put it into black and white later. Just witchcraft. No, it is. Color theory is very witchcraft.
Exactly.
I watched the whole thing, and it was like, oh, how did you make those blue jeans, you know, not stick out in this, like, orange room, you know, being that they're clashing colors? And they're like, because they ain't blue. They're orange. They're brown. And you're like, what? And you like drag it out, and it's a brown. And it's like, this is wild. Because it's all relative. That's why puzzles can be very difficult. Yes, love the great meme, Pastry Buff. But that's why it can make puzzles difficult, because you can be looking for something that looks like a color on the finished piece, but when it's not surrounded fully by all the other colors, it doesn't look like the same color. And so that's sometimes why.
If you burn the witch, we won't have a comic.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to burn the witch.
You can't do that.
Miss Molly's too cute. Oh, I have a question. Mars.
Oh,
apparently,
fire away.
Dylan was thinking about having all the NPCs that we found come back and fight on either side in the battle. And Casimir thinks that both Wamio and Waluigi would side with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wamio and Waluigi?
Yeah. I don't think so. I think we, without a doubt, get Waluigi, and I also think I could easily buy Wamio. I had the most gold left. I was
about to say, Wamio I'm a little iffy on, but Waluigi, we could
totally our side. Number 2, I think I could buy Wamio. Easy. I had 150 gold on me.
For the
Casimir
right
had
price.
no gold. Casimir had no gold. I had 150 gold. I would have spent it all.
Wamio could easily be bought. He would absolutely 100% go for that.
So Pastry Puff, in our last campaign that was DM'd by Dylan, it was all about, it was not all about, but there are these reoccurring side characters.
The evil within.
That were Waluigi and Wamio, and they were, yes, based off of Waluigi and Wario. And they were rat folk, and they were merchants, and they were sleazy, and all this sort of stuff. Well, Waluigi was pretty chill. But there was also, we started with Mario and Luigi, who got kidnapped by Bowser. But this was before the Mario movie, and so Dylan just fucking predicted the Mario movie. Because he had Bowser kidnap Luigi. And then Bowser came back.
A romantic subplot with him.
Yeah, he had a romantic subplot with it. And then we also had Kamik at one point.
Yes.
It was very confusing. They're not normal names, they're NPC
We're talking about
names.
like normal names because we went a whole year saying those names.
Yes. But they're also, they're NPC names.
They were normal to us. They were normal in our
definitely.
hearts.
At that point, definitely.
Yeah, no, Waluigi would have joined us, and Wamio, he is so money hungry, we could have bought him up.
So money
Miss
hungry.
Molly would not think to do that.
That would have been my first
Corey
thought.
did, Hell yeah, he would
have been my
for it.
first thought.
I can't deny that Casimir would have tried to top your offer,
but
with
he doesn't have more money. Oh yeah, he would have to try, but
he
Aloria and like Corey
it has
have
to be
better diplomacy than him. So I'm just saying.
Oh, that's true. Okay, if it came to that, then Aloria could probably win him over with diplomacy.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen the fan art I drew of it, but it's Milano and Hudson?
Milano and Hudson. Milano as Bowser and Hudson as Luigi.
It's really good. I'm really proud of that. I like banged that shit out like right after seeing the movie. I like came home and drew that, and I'm pretty proud of it, if I'm being honest. It came out pretty swish.
Sorry, I was going through my camera roll the other day, and I saw the Kiss Day art that you did for Milano and Hudson, and I was
Pocky,
like, oh,
Pocky Day.
Damn,
yeah.
I forgot how good this was.
Yeah, Pocky
I'm
Day.
just staring at it for like 20 minutes, like, what story can I put to this?
Okay.
You shall have, Pastry Puff, you shall have.
Here it is. It's for free on the Ko-fi, but this is it. It's also in the Webtoon like creator feed. It is there as well. But
yes, we've actually been doing a good job of updating things, everybody.
That's a lie. This is from over a year ago.
We're doing well at updating things, everybody.
But yeah, this is fun. I literally watched the movie in theaters, came home, and did this. Based on that one scene. Because it's really good. I mean, look at it. Good shit. I mean, obviously, like, Bowser Milano, top tier shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you know, overalls, they work. They work. They work. But yeah, all the free images can be found on the Ko-fi. Pastry Puff. So that's like Hotson's dad's image, Ferrex's mom image, this Mario Movie AU, and the Mermaid Research Journal as like full pages from last year. Sad I didn't get to that this year, but Jesus, it's been so busy. Having a job and doing all this stuff. It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. Ori does too much shit, but she can't give it up.
That's a lot going on for poor Ori.
Yep. For Pori.
For Pori.
I like how we
I
both
love how
did
both
that.
our brains immediately went in that direction. It's like 3, 2, 1, Pori.
For Pori.
Poor Pori. Oh, that's hilarious.
This is Dichotomy's phrase. I'm giving him full credit, but it's great minds take 2 hands to wield.
That it does. That it does. Hence why 2 brains are working on Outcasts.
I'm definitely... So guys, you guys will totally help me when we finally get around to designing my next Pathfinder player character for myself when we get there.
Oh, it's gonna be so exciting.
Oh, yeah. So Pastry Puff, that was from... that was from Halloween, and that was... we had Patreons... Not Patreons, they're Ko-fi members. Ko-fi members in our special Ko-fi Discord channel. They gave ideas for things to doodle for Halloween. I believe that one was Jamie's. And Nicole asked for the little kids trick-or-treating, I think, if I remember correctly.
I'm trying to remember. Memory is bad. Shit, no memory.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure that's how it was. And then I just wanted to draw Ferrex's Spider-Man because honestly, vibe.
Oh, that one I remember.
Yeah.
But with all the flips and acrobatics, it's just way too fitting.
Exactly.
Also, you're telling me Ferrex would not make his own Spider-Man suit? Come on.
He would. Okay, Aster.
What would be his suit making of choice? Would it be spray paint like Miles, or would he hand sew it?
I feel like he
did?
would cringe at it being made out of spray paint. Being the carpenter woodworker guy that he is, I feel like if he didn't use the right tools, he would be upset with himself. I don't know. That's the vibe
that.
I see. He would learn how to sew for this. And he would do a good job because sewing is very technical.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of math.
He could pick that up. No problem. He's basically the guy, yes, this is my first sewing project, and I made myself a super suit. What to ya?
Is Ferrex just me? We just had this fucking conversation. Jesus
okay, Ori,
Christ.
let's be honest. The Outcast boys embody a little bit of something from each of us.
Oh, yeah, very, very much so. Yeah, oh, I mean, yes. Aster's cooking. I literally today, I made like, without a recipe, I was just like, I want flavored rice. And I like ratatouille'd it. I like smelled every single spice. And I was like, oh, yes. This one. And Dylan and Doug were like, wow, this is delicious. And I was like, good. Success then. It was very good. It was very
That's
good.
what matters.
It was very, very good. That's like my new thing now, flavored rice in a rice cooker. Basically, you do the rice cooker.
It's so simple and easy.
It's so simple. I really love doing smashed cloves of garlic in there, a cinnamon stick. Sometimes I add saffron. I didn't this time because I added a bunch of other things. I added a bay leaf, which I think did a really good job. It was very good.
Yeah, exactly. Pastry puff. That's how it goes.
There are two things.
You just divide up little parts of yourself and shove it into the characters.
To me, all of the characters are two things. Well, I guess technically three things, but it depends on what. They're like part Mars, part me, and then part the tropes that we like to see characters have. Because neither of us are stoic, short-worded like Aster, but we like the vibe, you know? Aster has other little bits.
Oh, Aster definitely has other little bits.
But that part was definitely like, we want...
I'd say Aster has the cooking from Ori and the big sibling tendencies from
very
me.
much so. Very much so.
Now, I don't have as many siblings as Aster does, but
yes.
Definitely
it's still more siblings than Ori.
Good, Pastry Puff. That's our catchphrase now.
Didn't intend, but not upset. Yes. Sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah.
It'll be so fun when we finally get to draw all of Aster's siblings. That'll have to be a line to go through.
That's gonna be a wild time.
I already doodled one of his siblings, but we'll get there.
Yes. I'm so excited to show her off. She's so cute.
She is so cute. And the naming convention is amazing. We love.
Oh, it's so incredible.
We stan.
Sometimes the puns and names just roll right off the tongue, and it's tis peak.
Yeah. Aster is currently besides Hotsun, Aster is the only of the Outcast crew that currently has a canonical last name.
Yes.
Technically, all the other ones
have been revealed in canon yet.
It has not been revealed in canon yet. I don't think it's been revealed outside of canon either.
No, it really hasn't.
But it is a confirmed, like, last name. Milano has an AU last name because in Ace Attorney, he needs a last name.
Well, we needed
because it's important. But whether or not that's his in-universe one doesn't really matter for the purposes of his life.
I would say that probably isn't his in-universe one.
There you go. Mars has spoken.
Honestly, I go back and forth so many times on should he have a last name or should he not? Do we need to know it? Do we not?
I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's like fun to have, but it never needs to come up.
It's fun to have, but it's like, does he need it? Is it important to the story? And the way we currently have Milano's backstory is like, that's not the most important thing. Plus, he's not exactly coming from a legacy or anything. Like, he had a very different upbringing from the other crew members, including Hotsun. So it's interesting to play around with.
I think there's definitely a lot of room for us to have more hiatus content with shit like that.
Wait, we do have another character's last name, Avrit.
Yes, I specifically said the Outcast crew. Avrit has a last name, Hotsun has a last name, and
Aster has a last name.
Hotsun's and Avrit's are very canonically... Technically, Hotsun's isn't that important in canon, I wouldn't say.
Hotsun's isn't important, but the way he introduces himself, like, he wants to be renowned as an adventurer and a researcher.
A comically long last name.
Like, it's important for him to say, like, oh, I'm Hotsun Arum. Like, remember the name. It's gonna be famous one day.
Mm-hmm. It'll be in the textbooks.
Yes. You're gonna meet me at signings.
His eyes are not even.
He's gonna be giving talks about the Enchiridion.
Well, that's the next thing I really want to do for our next, like, long hiatus is really go on into, like, collar anatomy and shit.
Oh, we have to.
But that's a future thing.
Papodopoulos? I am never going to be able to take that name seriously.
There is I think he's a news guy. I don't even remember. One of my friends in college knew his name, and it literally just randomly blurted it out at some point. I don't remember why, but then it became a running joke. But this is his actual last name, and it's Stephanopoulos.
Stephanopoulos?
Yeah, George Stephanopoulos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one heck of a name.
So that's what I always, like, brain to when you're, like, comedically, you know, long names or something. That's where my brain will go. Then it does a good job, Pastry Puff.
It gets the job done. Because yeah, I could not take that name seriously if we had to say that.
Mars in the voice acting booth. I'm sorry, take 18. Well, take 18.
That and I'd be tripping over it all the damn time. Like, you guys thought I was tired before. Whoo!
I mentioned this before, but it's definitely like voice acting for Ace Attorney.
All the brain cells
is like a little bit like humbling sometimes, and it's like remembering like they get multiple takes and like specific sessions and are only doing one character at a time. We're also doing pretty good.
Yeah, that vocal gymnastics.
Like when we have to voice two characters in a conversation with each other
back to back.
Yeah,
freaking Larry and Pearl back to back is my kryptonite.
Exactly. And yet they've interacted multiple times. It's one of those things where it's like, part of me is like, it would be cool if like the voice acting was more refined, but then another part is like, but that's the charm of it, that we're goofy and we're like, oh, wrong voice, oh, wrong thing, oh, Phoenix appears. Did Mars die?
No, I'm still here. Hi.
Hi, you were just silent.
I was taking a drink of water. Am I not allowed a water break?
No, you're not. Ooh, do we want to...
I didn't think anyone wanted to hear me drink on camera.
Especially if Easy is still here. We're gonna run an ad. And we're gonna run an ad during the ad for all the people who don't see ads. So,
we got you.
Yeah, what is this? Where'd it go? Why can't I find the layer, please? Oh, God. What the hell? There it is. Ace Tooney. This. And then... Okay, I'm not in the thing. This is clunkier than I'd like to be. Some people have an ad. And for those people who don't have an ad, have this ad. Outcast is the comic that Mars and I make together. Mars is the writer, and I am the artist. And,
The artiste.
Yes, les artistes. Stranded on an island, researcher Hotson Aram has no choice but to place his trust in a group of ragtag pirates and their eccentric Captain Milano to get home. But when it seems another person may be on the island, it puts the pirates and Hotson's research in jeopardy. It has now, not counting the hiatus content, 38 fully illustrated and colored pages of 30 panels or more, roughly. And they're all lovely illustrations like this. Yes, significantly, well, actually not that much more. This says 36. There are 38 and more bonus hiatus content. You can read it on Webtoon, Outcast, Outcaste. Now, I hear you saying, I can see it.
What if the audience doesn't like to read?
Exactly. What if you don't like to read? Thank you, Pastry Puff. Well, good news for you. We have a dub that comes out, I'm gonna say moderately regularly. Okay, life is hard, but it's happening. It's going. Voiced by Mars, Dylan, Ori, and Mars's dad, and Cinderblock Sally, and a few little parts of it. So you can watch that on the Folding Planets YouTube channel. That is our other YouTube channel that is solely for comic and other art-related, you know, mainly comic-related things. That's basically all that channel is for. It also does have our PNG tuber lore, if you want to check that out. That's a fun one to listen to as well. That is... wait, you're still not convinced? Well, here are these very real reviews. Playfully anime-esque furry pirates. I can't believe it's not a BL. It's not. It's really not. Please, it's not a BL. A boatload of fun. Cute boy pirate island. And I don't know who to ship anymore. It's very shippable, but don't get your hopes up is all I'm trying to say.
Queer
but that
platonic.
Yeah, queer Outcast. Outcaste. And Folding Planets. Thank you.
Go read it.
Go read it. You won't regret. We're not biased. Thank you for your time.
Oh, of course not.
I hope
have we
everybody
ever steered you wrong before, chat?
Got an ad is back from the ad. If you had an ad and you're here now, sound off. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4.
3, 4.
Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open! I think this will have to go inside of that crossed arm. So we'll have to bend you even more. That's fine. Beautiful. And that's what we're working on right now. We are currently in hiatus. We're in hiatus.
Because we desperately need to catch up.
I had no backlog, guys. No backlog. Ooh.
It all disappeared.
But you know
I am
what?
writing scripts like there's no tomorrow.
You know what, though, guys? What there is that there is hiatus content. And the past few weeks, the past couple months, actually, we've been putting up just character profiles, more information, fan art we've gotten for the thing.
Damn.
However, starting in 2 weeks, there will be the Ace Attorney AU comic first page posted. Yes, indeedy. There's an Ace Attorney AU for the Outcast comics. And if you like Ace Attorney, it's a fun way to explore the characters. Now, it will be only a little bit, as there's only 8 pages, but it will take a while. That's good to hear, Pastry Puff. I like that. That's what I want. That's exactly the vibe we're trying to make here. That's the shit.
Beautiful,
that's the shit.
Beautiful. That is the goal.
That's why it's good to have this backlog of hiatus content and other stuff to do. Because yes, that is exactly what I want to hear. It hasn't felt like 2 months. It's been more than that. When did it come out?
It's been a while.
It's been 2 months now, yeah. June 3rd was entry 5, page 11. And last came out August 12th. It's been 2 months. Ooh, yes. AUs are so fun.
Oh, nice, Pastry Puff.
See, Dylan.
I gotta say, my brain has been going off since I watched Futo-Pi today. I'm
yes.
like, there is
I saw
so
that
much
fic
potential.
you sent me.
There's so much potential. And so, okay, there's so many in the Kamen Rider series. Barely anything for Futo-Pi. I'm just like, that is a damn shame.
Yeah.
Because there's so much potential here. Time is a social construct. We should not be constrained.
Oh, it very
by
much is. It very much is. It's one of those things. I find time to be a double-edged sword. It's nice for when you gotta plan things, when you gotta coordinate things, when you gotta do things, but then it also sucks for when you don't have to do those things. That's a vibe, Pastry Puff. That's a vibe. I specifically got into doing the comic because I wanted to push myself. So I definitely, especially like early on, I definitely feel the like fatigue of trying new things sometimes. I feel it. Okay, I think that's fine. That way. All right, and then we did it, because that'll all go on another page. All those other panels are getting moved. So Ori doesn't wish for death.
Yes, which we fixed.
We did
fix that during business meeting.
We did fix
so
that
Ori
during
will not
business
die.
meeting.
Nice, Pastry Puff! You're catching
Woo!
up!
Yes, I would like to cut the entire layer. I'd like to save this.
Oh, I don't have the final volume of Dungeon Meshi yet, Ori.
Okay, I plan to read it before I see you on Saturday, so... Honestly, I'll probably read it Friday night, just because I'll be home at, like, my parents' house, so, like, I won't have all of my things. So, honestly, just a good time to do it, if I'm being honest. And it's not... I don't think it was that long. I don't think it was, like, thick as the last one was. 13 was thick.
Well... To be fair, a lot happened in 13.
Yeah,
like,
but
holy
13
crap.
was thick. I don't think 14 is as thick. It sits in my car with the other stuff. And then, Thursday comes, Hirano and Kagiura!
Nice!
It'll be great. Yeah, the last
gotta
volume
give you
is
back
14.
all the Sasaki and Miyano.
So you're over
I gotta give you I Hear the Sunspot.
Yes.
So much.
Okay. Also, Mars, if we want to do book club on the pirate one, we need to, like, just sit down and iron out, are we reading a chapter a week? Are we reading 2 chapters? Like, how are we doing this? What is book club day? You know, how are we doing?
I'm down for 2 chapters a week. What do you think?
It depends on how long they are on average.
Okay, I'll have to double check.
Because if they're long... Then I could...
It's on the other side of the room, but I'd have to leave the mic to go get it.
Well, you could decide if you want to do that now or later, but that's the defining sort of... That would be the defining thing, you know? Just how long are they? Because if they're long, maybe let's keep it to 1 just so we could definitely be on top of it. But if they're short...
realistic.
Yeah, but if they're short... then it is what it is. Because it's like, I can definitely commit to, like, 1 chapter a week. Like, I can definitely make time for that, you know what I'm saying?
I could too. Like, 100%.
What am I doing? Where's my braining? We should start doing that with, Samurai Flamenco. Because we had been doing it with, like, the anime that come out weekly, but we should do it with Samurai Flamenco.
Well, that was easy because it's anime that comes out weekly.
Yeah.
We're forced to wait until the next one comes out.
I'm trying to open something, and my brain is not working. My brain can't open the process to open something. Okay.
Which, we have more people in chat right now, so I'll ask again, same question I asked at the beginning. Is anyone watching The Elusive Samurai? I'm curious if there are, and I'm very curious what your thoughts on it are.
Yeah, guys, smear frames are your friends.
Yeah, they really are.
Animation, there's a reason that rotoscoped stuff always looks a little odd. And it's
Yup.
because animation and real life are different.
And unless you're Studio Orange or Ufotable, tread lightly.
I think there's a certain circumstance where, well, and also good rotoscoping involves smear frames.
It has to.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
interesting.
Scary
Puff.
pastry puff. You'll have to tell us how it goes.
I'm getting SAO vibes, but better.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I really ruined like my Amazon algorithm because it just keeps showing me like BL
Or he's
manga.
getting so much BL now.
And I'm like, and it's one of those things where like I'm very concerned, right? Because not all BL is rated equal.
Oh, absolutely not. Like, it exists on a spectrum of like what you like, how intense it gets.
Well, and just sometimes they can be, you know, very. I got this one, and it was nice and it was sweet, but it was just kind of plain. It was one volume, and you know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything to write home about. It was boy likes boy, their childhood friends. The childhood friends grew taller than the Spitfire one, and they're cute at the end. You know, I don't know.
BL is
Pastry
the
Puff.
acronym for boys love.
Yes. So it's, and then GL is girls love, so it would be, you know, a lesbian relationship. Which I've definitely been thinking about trying to find like one, not the same vibes as Sasaki Miano, but very much like, you know, they're having a time, right? They're just having a nice time.
I wouldn't hate that though. Just like watching them go about their day and enjoying being in each other's company. That's what Sasaki and Miano was.
So to my understanding, and Mars can correct me if I'm wrong, BL is specifically, it's the like them getting together and having a relationship, but it doesn't have to be sexual at all, and the vast and like that's like separate, and it's not yaoi because there is plot to it.
Yeah, I think yaoi does tend to lean more toward sexual.
It's just sexual
Although
content.
we're seeing a little bit of like a crossover happening now. Like Twilight Out of Focus is currently coming out.
I will say,
and
well, I think the difference.
It's not fully sexually charged, but there's definitely some.
There's definitely a lot more than I would say
there.
most
and
of them have
more than I'd say like typical BL does have. But online, people are still referring to it as BL.
I think
so I'm
the
wondering
big
if BL
difference is the amount of plot.
Term, just because yaoi has so many connotations.
I think
unfortunately not great ones.
I think the biggest thing is the amount of plot involved. Let's ask the internet.
Versus BL. Let's see.
Yeah, yaoi has more explicit content. BL includes both and many other things. It's the amount of plot involved. Yaoi is like all smut, no plot, right?
Okay.
BL
it's also
can either
interesting
have
that
none.
yaoi is commonly used in the West as an umbrella term. Boys love and BL are generic terms for this kind of media in Japan and much of Asia. So is yaoi like when Westerners came up with weeb?
It seems
like
so.
It doesn't
Yeah,
really
it
exist in Japan. It's more of an Americanism. Is that what happened here?
I don't know if that's exactly what happened here.
Interesting.
But at least how I've seen fanon refer to it as is definitely like there's a story to it. You wouldn't call like, oh god, I'm gonna try and go back to like my fic days. A lemon like BL. You know what I'm saying? We're trying here.
You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. I know
You're
I'm not wrong.
We were there in the early days of Wattpad. You got vanilla, you got lemon.
Brain trying.
All the fruits.
All the fruits and flavors.
All the fruits and flavors. We're branching out. We're diversifying our library and our watch lists.
Our portfolios. Well, Mars apparently.
Oh, nice, Mason. I see what you put in the sketchbook. I like the design.
Exactly, MP. That was my brain right there, trying to be like, wait, this is the word, ain't it? It is.
Okay,
Yes.
I have been having a time. I was looking at fan fictions for a very specific fandom recently because I saw some cute art on Insta and I was like, oh hey, I liked this couple like back in high school. I wonder if anyone's written anything new about them. So I checked out the tag, and have you ever just like found that fandom where it's like, sadly, the current fanfics are just really lacking, and not in the
You're
notion
making
that like
progress,
none of
Pastry.
them exist. Like there are fanfics there, they're just written very badly.
Ooh.
And it's like, but it's 2024 and their label is being uploaded in 2024. It's supposed to get better, not worse.
Yeah,
Like,
I think there's definitely been a regression.
There's a specific trend. If you go back to like the early days of fan fiction, once you cross that threshold between like 2000s and 2015, 16, that's when it kind of switches over, and suddenly it's like, oh, the majority of these fics are good now. Like,
Yeah.
the grammar, the paragraphs, the story, they're good. It's not just wish fulfillment.
Oh,
But
still
for
coming
this
out well,
one
Mason.
particular fandom I'm looking at, it's like, why are these all so bad? I'm not getting what I'm looking for. God damn it. I'm so sad.
I think there is definitely an extent of like, it depends on who's in the fandom, like who is the fandom like comprised of or like catering to right now. Like,
Oh, I see the likeness to the character, Mason. She looks really good.
I don't know the character, I'm sorry. I never persona'd.
Oh crap. What's her name?
Annie?
Anne? I think
Mason
it's
said
Anne.
Annie in the chat before, so
Okay.
I believe we're referring. Oh my god, lining, guys! Look!
Ooh.
Do you guys, okay, for those of you who art, do you guys have a
Calling
favorite
all artists.
part of the process? I find a lot of people choose one. And if I'm being honest, the only one I can say that I don't particularly like usually are background work. But I enjoy the sketching process, I enjoy the lining process, I enjoy the coloring process, and I enjoy the shading process. Now, not every day is, you know, created equal. Not every character is created equal, but I do enjoy. It's pronounced on. All right, on.
Oh, on. Okay. Sorry, I use the American pronunciation.
The flat color process. It's soothing. Mars can agree.
Agreed.
Now Mars can admit she doesn't have a lot of experience with the other process.
No. Well, I did try for Outcast
And yes.
Anniversary. I did dabble,
try.
and phew, I like writing. There's a reason my craft is writing. Hey. I can imagine all the animatics I want in my head, but I can never bring them to life.
I wish it was easier to.
I'm okay with that.
I wish it was easier art. Honestly, okay, I've learned something, and that is that I could art faster if I could put aside a little bit of the perfectionism more than I already do. Because there's still like, I want it to look good. But like, obviously I see like animatics that I know that other artists have spent, like, I mean, no animatic you have spent not a lot of time on. But like, you know, they're definitely rougher than I would personally be like comfortable with. And obviously they look really good. I as an artist think they look really good. The YouTube community thinks they look really good, right? But it's just like, I always wish to go to completion. Chicken tender Aster haunts your dreams. Oh, wait.
Chicken tender.
Is this one?
I have so many questions.
Is it this one? I don't know which one is chicken tender Aster. That's the only one I could think of. Where he's perched.
Or is it the one that I drew?
Oh, it's the Mars chicken. It's the one from Mars tried to draw. Okay, there we go. Now it comes out.
Yep, that was chicken tendery in the best possible way.
Oh, but yeah, Pastry Puff, are you excited for Ace Attorney AU in 2 weeks? I know you've been looking forward to that one. I'm excited to see how people receive it. It will feel like kind of slow just because it is like a comic book page every 2 weeks instead of like a lot of panels. But that's how hiatus content works, you know?
I really do be that way.
Now the true question is there even words on the first page? Because sadly there's not words on the first page of the Band AU one. That is what Cook tier and higher Ko-fi members will be getting, while the the Ace Attorney AU one is coming
While
out.
the Band-Aid?
Yeah, don't ask me questions. I don't think so. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, the first episode of the Band AU comic does not have any words. I was trying to see if the Ace Attorney first page had words or not. I think it does.
It ought to. I do remember a script for that.
Well, there's a script for it. That doesn't mean that the pages work that way. Yep, they do have words on the first page. Good! That'll feel better then.
Yay! Yeah, the Ace Attorney AU was really fun to write for.
Yeah.
Basically reimagining the characters as Ace Attorney characters, and then like, okay, what elements of their personality can I bring in, but also make it so it still fits the archetype of what we're familiar with? Really fun to play with that balance.
And there will certainly
that was a blast.
More than what you will see.
Absolutely.
Aw. It was so fun to draw too. Try to get through the Band AU one.
Oh, slowly but surely.
Hey, I got one page done. I'm working on another.
Ori, I'm sending you a quick thing that I just got a notification about.
Oh my goodness.
I think you're really gonna like it. It's in Instagram.
Oh god. Find my device! Okay.
Where is it? Yep, I knew it!
Oh! There's a board game.
Are they reading our minds?
There's a board game. It's called Dragoncraft, and it was illustrated by an artist that's called Art of Sandara. And their art is lovely, and I bet you guys have seen it before. It's really, really pretty. They're coming out with a new board game. Well, they are illustrating for another board game that's called Tea Witches. Ooh, it's gonna be released at Gen Con 2025. Oh no, I can't pre-order back it though.
I'm sorry, Ori, you're just gonna have to remember it exists.
I'm gonna have to try to remember it exists.
It's okay.
Oh my god, one of the witches has animal ears!
I know! It's so good! The teapots look like little elephants!
So cute. Yeah, Tea Witches. So, Pastry Puff, the first game that I talked about, Dragoncraft,
you gotta show some of the art.
Basically, you posted in Discord. I'm trying to get work done. Basically, like, you're dragons, and you go around to, like, little merchants, and the dragons, like, make stuff that, like, dragons could make. Like, there's a bakery, and there's, like a forge, and then there's also, like, potions, and it's really cute, and the art is so pretty, and I got, like, a big, like, I backed it on, Patreon. It's not Patreon. Kickstarter. And I got all these little extra goodies and stuff, and it was so good. It's so good. It's so pretty. I have so much art of it that I want to hang up. I really need to take a picture of my walls in the rooms, and I gotta figure out how everything fits. Because we have a lot of wall space. We just gotta do it, you know? You know how it is?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you get there eventually. Okay, so for anyone who's interested in checking it out, it is now in the couch of the Discord. And you can also click on our channel to see the other art we were referring to. She has lots of good ones. It's so beautiful.
Oh yes, they're so good.
Let me see if I can find a good one of... Oh, she did another one. She did Critter Kitchen. I forgot about that one. Where is...
Look at this boy cook! Look at him just cooking. Like, Aster, step aside. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, honestly.
Look at this man.
I think Sinnott took your crown.
Look at this them. They're just cooking. Jesus. I don't know what I did here. I don't know how I did this. But here it is.
You did it gorgeously.
Oh, yeah.
Sinnott wanted to be epic, and
Sinnott
you delivered
wanted to be fucking, like, Jim Hawkins, and I made him Jim Hawkins. And
well,
wow.
Probably because I sent you all that Jim Hawkins fan art. I don't know why, guys. Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet, specifically Treasure Planet, is making the rounds again. I don't know why, but people are drawing him very beautifully.
I'm sorry.
And I'm just sending them to Ori going, R.A.
to Treasure Island, but I only care about Treasure Planet Jim Hawkins, okay?
We are here for teenage Jim Hawkins that's got the trauma
with
and
the undercuts
a father
and
figure in his life.
Like,
It's so good. It's just good.
It's just good. Oh, so Mars, I talked more about my like character for Pathfinder Day, and definitely some inspiration is going to be Milo Thatch, which we all love.
Oh, that's fun. Well, Ori, it was interesting that we were talking about Apothecary Diaries earlier today, and you mentioned you might check it out. I feel like Mau Mau is going to 100% inspire your next character.
Oh my goodness.
Because she acts very much the same way about poisons that your character plans to react to curses.
It's gonna be great.
You gotta check out Apothecary Diaries.
We'll see. It's in the list, but I haven't had a lot of time to like, now that I have my art machine, I haven't had a lot of like anime watching time because I've been doing art stuff instead.
So sad. Actually not. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe we could just add that to the 3-episode trial list.
We could do that. We could do that. We definitely have to do tiramisu. And then I feel like there's something else. Isn't there at least one happy, like Cute Earth High Defense Club movie that we have to watch?
We missed a movie or something. Yes, we did.
So we have that to watch. We have to do that.
So there's that.
Yes, it's called Battleship Tiramisu. Is that what it's called? Or Spaceship Tiramisu? Yeah,
Space Battleship Tiramisu.
There you go.
Came very close.
I was just putting them together. It's called Space Battleship Tiramisu, and
I will be taking the screenshot and putting that in chat too. It
has food vibes in it, from what we very briefly sort of like looked at. So we're gonna give it Mars's patent pending 3-episode test, which is
I'm telling you guys, the 3-episode test is golden. It's the standard practice. You can pick up the vibes very quickly in 3 episodes.
And that'll see then if we do like it, but we specifically chose it because food themes.
Yes.
We enjoy. That's 2 things Mars and I enjoy: mysteries and food themes.
Yeah, that does seem to be a trend with us.
We really like, and BL, but you know.
I mean, it's kind of baked into the food and mystery. I mean, look at Futopia, look at Moriarty the Patriot.
All I can think about now is that you said that is that bakery BL anime we watched. That was a trip.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
That was such a trip. It was like good, but it was like odd. It was like not where we expected it to go, but it was still like
what was it called?
Decent in the end.
My god, I can find it. I'm sure. Let me see.
Yeah,
Not my
yeah,
plan to
vibes,
watch, I
pastry
need my
puff.
completed.
Pastry puff. My test now is going is okay. Mars is like, oh, let's watch this anime, and then I go, battle, and I literally go and I look it up on Google Images just to see like what are the images that like Google has high, and it's that main guy with the dark hair, just holding a bunch of food, eating food in a spaceship in a spacesuit, which is really good. And then also, what I'm assuming is the villain, this like white-haired Milano character. And like, yes, sounds good to me.
Like nothing wrong with that.
No.
So it passed the visual test. Now it's gotta pass the show test.
Yeah.
Let's see. What the hell was this anime called? I can find it. I know I can.
So definitely will be interesting.
It's here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of images of the main guy just eating and drinking food. And so we're like, yeah, we'll try.
Vibe. Like, yes, we want that. Oh, okay. This was another one I thought you might like. Planet With. It's got Gurren Lagann vibes.
Planet With?
Yeah, W-I-T-H.
Anime. Okay. I immediately see big cat guy.
Yes, that is the mecha.
He has a Godot mask on.
Lots of Power of Friendship vibes. And the protagonist is a little bit of an anti-hero.
Interesting. This is one you've seen?
This is one I've seen already.
Okay,
and I
okay.
do remember it being pretty good.
Interesting. Is the protagonist young though? I can't tell his age.
He is young. He's in high school.
He's like Simon from
Yeah.
Okay. There's like one or two images where I'm like, is that the main character or somebody else? Because that character looks older. And I'm like,
I can't reveal because spoilers.
No, don't. It is very interesting.
That is massive spoilers.
Okay.
Oh
The
my God,
art
where the
is
hell
interesting.
this
I'm not as like ready for space battleship tiramisu, but it could go on the list.
Fair.
I don't have a very long list anymore. What is my anime list?
Oh
Honestly,
my God,
I
I
should
can't
update
find
it.
this bakery anime that we watched. Was it not on my anime list?
No, it's called Antique Bakery. I fucking found it in 30 seconds on my anime.
Oh my God, Antique Bakery.
It's called Antique Bakery. 30 seconds. I literally went not even for that. And that's how I
There
found
it is. Okay. Yeah, that one was interesting.
Yes, ooh, I started this
Pastry
one.
Puff, you can't make Senshi sad.
No.
You gotta have good food.
We're watching it. How many episodes have we
Gotta
watched?
eat well.
5? I think it's 5.
Of what?
Of Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest.
Oh, that's a you question. I'm not watching that.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, I have to log in, that's why. I'm like, why isn't it letting me add? I know why, because I'm not logged in.
Let me add!
Oh no. It's really making me log in. This is not one. This is because I used the wrong email, apparently. There we
That's
go.
always fun.
Wait, did that work? No? What the hell? What is happening here? Okay, we got there. I don't know. Yeah, wow. There's
The
a
series
few...
is magic. Senshi is a fantastic motivator for changing your eating habits, let me tell you.
Yeah, we love Senshi and Laios. Ooh, Dungeon Meshi Season 2 has been added to the database. Yes.
Nice! I'm adding that to my watch
Plan to
list.
watch. Lovely, amazing.
You guys get to watch our lists
Our list
adapt
update.
in live time.
Do I? I don't think I even have Samurai Flamenco on here, do I? Samurai.
There we go. Beautiful. I found it so much easier to just download the app and do it from there.
See, that's so funny. I prefer on the thing. On the computer.
Interesting.
Watching. How many episodes have I watched of it? 6. Ears! Hello, Dichotomy!
Hi, Dichotomy! Welcome, welcome!
We're updating our anime lists.
Yes, Ori and I are trying to plan
Windbreaker Season 2 has been added to the database.
Yes, let's go!
Spy X Family Season 3 has been added to the database!
Woo! Hell yeah! I'm down for this!
And another Spy X Family movie has been added to the database?
I'm okay with that.
I mean, we're adding it on Plan to Watch. Okay.
Spy X Family. Okay. I think we still need to watch Code White, too.
Yeah, we do.
We missed that one. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Well, I didn't add Futopia or anything. I forgot.
Ori!
I'm bad about it.
You're way on top of it. You gave me.
You're way on top of it. I am not on top of it.
Same, Pastry Puff. We're so behind.
Yeah, it's okay.
See, Dichotomy, I can watch multiple series if they're like weekly spread out. Like if they're currently releasing and it's like, okay, on Monday I watch this, on Wednesday I watch this. Like that's fine. But
wait,
like if it's
what?
back to back to back and I'm jumping between everything, too much.
The phone.
Wait.
What?
Gravity Falls.
Is that the thing that was announced and I didn't hear it?
Hey yo.
I mean, I'm not actually surprised if I didn't hear about it, if I'm being completely honest. But what? Oh, you know, I have to add Twilight out of focus.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's been like teased. I don't care. I'm sorry. They do a lot of shit. Book of Bill. I don't count this as like. I ain't thinking about anything until it's confirmed. My reason for that is a lot of things have been teased and never actually been a thing. So I'm sorry, I shan't. You'll keep us updated, all right, Dichotomy? I believe in you.
Yeah, you'll have to.
Ooh, I can mark off that I completed.
That's interesting.
Huh. That'll be very interesting to see what Alex Hirsch does with that and not being Disney. I'm honestly a little surprised that Disney decided to say that they were okay with giving it up. If I'm being
that was
honest.
like one of their cash cows.
Oh man, there's so many I have to update that I finished watching a long time ago that I didn't finish updating.
Ori, what the heck?
I have not updated this in a long time, Mars. I'm not very good about it. The only reason I do it is because you do it, and it's nice. I liked the idea of being able to know, you know, know them all.
Okay, I think I did this correctly.
A prequel? Less interested, if I'm being honest.
A prequel?
Well, it depends on what we do, but it can't be about Stan and why the fuck am I blanking? Ford. It can't be about them because they're not together for the majority of it. So what's it gonna be about? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical.
Ford
if I'm
and
being
Bill?
honest. If I'm being honest, I might never watch it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I love Gravity Falls. It's great. there's a whole thing that Alex Hirsch himself preached about. That was that the series had an ending from the beginning. He told the story he wanted to tell, and that's it. And if I'm being honest,
we respect that.
I kind of want to leave it as it is. I was very skeptical about the Fiona and Cake thing, and if I'm being honest, like, it's a fun side thing. I didn't have a bad time, but that's also at least characters that we still have, right? If I'm being honest, I think Bill having a backstory... See, next summer I would be interested in, right? I would be interested in seeing, like, Mabel and Dipper later. I would be intrigued about that. That I'm actually interested in. But I don't want Bill to be more fleshed out, if I'm being honest. He's this, like, weird chaos god.
As a villain.
He's this weird chaos god. I don't want him to be sympathetic. I don't want to see him being chaotic before. Like, unless it directly ties into the aliens crashing in, which is an explanation that they specifically gave in the book about why Gravity Falls is the way that it is. And I don't think it has to do with Bill at all. So I'm just kind of like,
Like, do we need that?
It really, there's a lot that hinges, like, same dichotomy. Like, I don't think I'd watch more Over the Garden Wall content. It really would depend. It really would depend. I would be happy with more of the Garden Wall content of their adventures in the unknown that we just didn't get to see, because the comics do have that. And that is fun.
See
That's
Over
an interesting
the Garden
time.
Wall taking an Infinity Train route where it's a new protagonist every season.
But what I will say,
and it's there to teach life lessons. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. But I will say, while I enjoyed Infinity Train doing that, it started having a problem at one of the seasons. One of the seasons I was like, we're kind of done here. Can we stop?
Season 4 was kind of iffy for me.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I enjoyed it, but I was also
none of that was
like,
bad. But it was definitely just like, I don't need it again at this
after
point.
the powerhouse that was season 3.
Is season 3 the mirror one?
Wowzers.
Is season 3 the one?
No, season 2 is the mirror one. Okay. Season 3 is the Grace and Simon one.
Oh, see, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now, so see, I did like the characters in season 4, but it just didn't hit as hard.
I did enjoy them. Now, season 4 was a prequel. It showed us how things were supposed to be before the conductor took over. So, like, we saw, like, oh, they're supposed to be wearing suits. Oh, there's supposed to be, like, a method to how they go through everything, like, before everything went to hell. Because we see the moment, what was her name? Amelia took over, like, in the middle of season 4. We see her take over where she's like, oh, passengers, do whatever you want. The conductor is at commission. Okay, bye, see ya.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was supposed to give us more information that way. It's just like, the main story, I liked the characters, but it was like, oh, there was one episode I couldn't stand, to be honest. Who were the characters? Min and Ryan. Okay, so those were our main protagonists. It was Min and Ryan. They were friends in a band. They had a falling out. And they're doing that thing where, like, every protagonist has to figure it out. What does the number on the wrist mean? What does it going up mean? What does it going down mean? Basically, TLDR, if it goes up, you did something wrong. If it goes down, you did something right, and you're learning life lessons. So, in one episode, Min, one of the characters, is acting just so despicable. Because they figured out the whole up and down thing and how it changes, but he is constantly blaming Ryan the entire time, like, oh, you messed up, man. You gotta work harder to make your number come down. Then we'll all get happier. I was like, I get it, it's the point. He's acting like a pretentious ass, but oh my god, they're laying it on so thick. Like, at this point, I just want to punch Min and, like, it's your fault too! It takes two to tango, man! You're part of the problem! And he does realize that, and there's a good moment at the end where he does realize that. Like, obviously that was the point. But it's almost like, it's like watching the episode of SpongeBob where Patrick is a jerk to SpongeBob the whole time. It's just so like, that's your friend, dude! Stop it! I don't know why plots like that really bother me.
I really think it does exactly what you're saying, though, depend on what it's about. future episodes where we go into the future are enjoyable, in my opinion, even if they're obviously not going to be as good as the original, because at least it is like, oh, I fell in love with these characters, I enjoyed these characters.
The Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish, pulled this off brilliantly. Honestly, that is a really good sequel.
And it's very much just like, you know, we already fell in love with these characters. We already like the premise. We already like whatever. You know, seeing them now in a new scenario with more experience, or how they've changed and grown up. Because you know,
is there an ad right now?
Is there an ad right now?
I don't know. Safe says yay. The ads are working.
If they join in originally, I think you get an ad when you first join.
Okay.
But to me, there's only certain scenarios where I think it's interesting to see prequels that weren't originally part of the thing, right? And I think it's like, if it's specifically a prequel, I don't know what Gravity Falls' prequel would be about. You know what I'm saying? We very much have like a set thing, and we know what happened beforehand, right? That's not left to a mystery. We get to learn what happened, how we got here, how we do all this stuff. The only sole mystery... No, please, Safe. Happy to have you whenever you can join in.
Oh, yeah, no, please do.
But the only, like, mystery, quote-unquote, about, like, past stuff, in my opinion, is definitely the Bill thing, which I think is better left alone.
It's true.
Now, bless you. Could it be interesting to see a future thing where Bill does come back? Because that was all the foreshadowing, right? Where he was like the axolotl, like, I'll rise again, like, I'll be back, all that sort of stuff, right? That would also be very interesting. Even if Dipper and Mabel aren't a part of it, I would be sad. But, like, if you have, like...
But there's potential there. Something could be done with that, and it could be interesting to an audience.
Same with how the Fiona and Cake spinoff for Adventure Time was treated, is that it's Simon, after he got cured, living in a world where he doesn't belong, and going on this whole adventure and this thing, and, like, figuring this whole out. That was interesting in the end, right? Because of that being the future. Versus, like, what would past Adventure Time be? We get to learn about the past, right? We know what happened to make Ooh. We know what happened with Simon and Marceline and Bubblegum. Like, we get their backstory. To have, like, a whole show would be kind of wild, you know, about the backstory.
Like, we don't need it re-explained.
So that's like... It would really depend, Dichotomy, on what it is about. And if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't watch it unless you or the internet or Mars is like, oh, I started watching it and it was pretty good. Because I didn't plan on watching Fiona and Cake until Mars was like, I'm liking it.
Fiona and Cake really came out of nowhere and surprised me.
But I didn't plan to watch it. Because again, like, Adventure Time ended and, you know, I liked it and it was done. And it's definitely one of those bittersweets. Like, it's sad to see it go, but... Oh, I can tell you my current favorite Safe.
Beefed up Finn.
Yeah, it was funny. But Safe, I can tell you my current favorite. My current favorite quote that, like, gives vibes things is from, I'm sorry, Mason, Mashley Muscles and Magic Season 2, or Magic and Muscles, I always mix up which way it is. But there's basically, for the context, there's a character, and he's relatively on the weak side as the characters in the show go. He's definitely the weakest link of the group, but he's still friends with everybody, right? This is very important. He was, like, the main character's first friend, and all this sort of stuff, and even though he did some things originally, they weren't that bad in the grand scheme of things. You know, he made up for it, and he was guilty, and it was all this sort of stuff. He is now basically protecting the main character's life with his life, basically, in a roundabout way. And he is getting fucking tortured, beaten by this very sadistic character, evil character. And he's holding out, and Mash, the main character, comes and saves him. And the evil character had never felt pain before because of his power. And Mash, being really fucking epic, shows him what pain feels like. And he says, can you hold your ground like Finn did when you feel like him? You're weak. And it was just like, ooh, mamma mia. But my overall just fun quote that I quote a lot is Moe te kita, which is I'm all fired up from Natsu. Yeah,
top
vibe,
tier.
pastry puff, vibe. I did watch Future right away, but I will say a lot of it came from, I like the Steven Universe songs, so no matter what, as long as the songs were decent, it was gonna be good, and they were great, so songs in Future top tier, you know? But it is very much like a wait and see sort of thing.
Nowadays, yeah, exactly. A wait and see. Because, like, I have a lot of stuff I want to watch, and I want to make sure it's worth my time. Like, for example, Elusive Samurai, third time I've mentioned it tonight. I was really excited to check it out. Now that I've actually seen an episode, I'm like,
oof.
I don't know if I need to continue this.
Yeah.
It's not bad per se. It's just not hooking me in right away.
That's the secret. Sometimes I let Mars do the one, the 3-episode test for me.
My favorite quote. Oh boy. I gotta think back.
I mean, you can have like a recent one, you know? Like I did mine as recent. It's just more fresh in my mind, you know? Moe te kita, short and sweet, to the point. Damn.
I gotta admit, like, that's my ninja way. I've never watched Naruto, but I reference that all the damn time. Like, if I do something stupid or if I do something, I'm just like, that's my ninja way! It's just fitting.
We reference Dylan references Believe It a lot.
Oh, that's a good one too. I'm trying to think, what's something I actually reference that's stuck with me though? Because that one just feels like a pick out of the hat one. Let me see. Trying to think of Western shows too.
Western shows, I do quote a lot of Adventure Time things, and a lot of them have made it into...
I guess then SpongeBob is the most quotable.
Oh, yeah.
Because if that's the case, Firmly Grasp It is ingrained in my head.
SpongeBob has one of my favorite is the loser. Oh, I've heard this call before. I'm sure you have.
Sure you have.
That one's great.
The other one I like that's been like making the rounds because everyone's entering adulthood now is like, okay, Patrick,
so
first grab the jar. Patrick, that's a pickle. Yes.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick.
No, Patrick.
Mustard's not an instrument either.
Whoever's the owner of a white sedan, you left your car lights on.
You left your lights on.
And where's your band?
Really?
They couldn't come. They died.
I think there are a lot of good quotes from movies, but I will say I think SpongeBob is the most easily referenceable.
SpongeBob is the most
I think SpongeBob has
quotable.
a quote for everything. I really do. If you know the series well enough,
how are you people?
It's just so good. Emperor's New Groove, fuck yeah. Incredibly quotable movie. Very, very good.
Another really quotable one, Ratatouille, that first intro. This is me. I think it's apparent I need to rethink my life. Actually, no, that was used in the trailers for it, not the movie itself.
No, it wasn't used in the movie.
That was in the trailers.
Oh, you want to know another very quotable thing that was used in the trailers that was never in the movie and Dylan's very pissed about it?
Yes.
My God, it's Jason Bourne.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it's Morbin time.
Oh, no. But that was never in the movie. My God, it's Jason Bourne. Never in the movie. Dylan very, very, very upset about that.
That's so cruel.
Dylan's so pissed about that.
How could they bait us like that?
Yep.
Favorite quote from The Amazing World of Gumball? Oh. Oh boy. I think the only thing,
This
because
one's harder
it's in
on
my
the spot.
head and it's currently going around, you need to go high like this. Ugly, pretty.
Yeah, that one's just in the zeitgeist right now.
That one's definitely in my head. There's also the one scene I really like is when Gumball's mom tells him like, "Oh, read
Pastry
between
Puff,
the
please
lines,"
watch
and
it.
like the subtitles literally show up underneath her when she says like, "We should hang out. I'm literally never going to see you again. It's fine, honey. Be prepared for a quick death. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. May the universe have mercy on you."
See, I find
one's really
Gumball. Gumball to me is less quotable and more it just has good jokes, right? Because they need setup like that.
It's
right?
less quotable. It's more memorable.
It's more memorable in the jokes that you get. But unlike SpongeBob has a lot of really good zinging one-liners, right? I find Gumball is like it's the setup and the payoff of the joke.
It's the whole joke.
Because I'm
one.
trying to think of like really like I can think of a lot of jokes that I like from Gumball, but I can't think a lot of like singular moment quotes that I would really like to have.
You need to watch The Emperor's New Groove, Pastry Puff.
It's good.
So funny.
It is so
Disney
much
made
better
a
than
really
its original
good
thing.
comedy.
Yeah, it is so good.
We reference it all the time.
No, I quote Adventure Time a lot more than I've ever quoted Gumball. I quote Adventure Time a lot. I quote Adventure Time and Over the Garden Wall and Gravity Falls like a lot. So much so that certain moments of them are just like in my everyday speech in a way that you would that unless you know the show, you would never know that that's how I got it from.
You know, I can think of one.
Good night, Mason.
Good night, Mason.
Good night, Dichotomy.
I'll give Sten some head pats. I don't have a head pat animation, but I'll pat him.
In her mind. With her mind.
They're all such good little tea-pats. No, I just thought of one. Okay, so Finding Nemo. Very quotable movie. Honestly, there's so many good lines in it. My family had one particular thing that we quoted all the time. And it's not the thing you're thinking of. Because you're thinking like, oh, your brother and you were kids and your family, like you probably quoted, just keep swimming, just... No.
That was only my family quoted that.
We did not quote that. The one we quoted all the time was, can't hear ya, Peach. Because of the starfish that was stuck on the glass of the wall, and every time she tried to talk, they always said, can't hear you, Peach. We said that constantly whenever someone in the family couldn't hear the other person. So, like, if someone's off on the other side of the house and we hear, can't hear you, Peach. And we still to this day say that.
Wow.
That one is ingrained in the Mars family zeitgeist.
The one that's like an Ori, just like this is how Ori talks now, is Mike could. Mike could. That's an Adventure Time quote. Yep.
I have a great knowledge about very few things, or something like that.
I have an approximate knowledge of many things.
I have an approximate knowledge of many things.
Like I possibly know that you are, that you're not with your dog. That's what you said, right? Come on, Frank.
So good.
Yeah. But no, I quote a lot of Adventure Time things. Mike could, of course I'm gonna blank right now while you have to do it.
Because every time you think about it, it's like... Yeah.
But I will say, Adventure Time has a lot of quotes in my life. So does Over the Garden Wall. Saying, that's a rock fact, burgle your turts.
Oh, yeah. Burgle your turts is a big one.
Not that kind of blank, right? So it's like...
the way.
Ain't that just the way? That's a big one, too. But yeah, not that kind of funny, Greg, but change funny and the name. Usually it's Dylan. Not that kind of blank Dylan. You know, whatever. That's Over the Wall quote. And then, yeah.
The ringing of the bell commends you.
That one I don't say very often.
Sometimes when my family is sick, we give them a bell because sore throats are a pain in the ass. So Like, the ringing of the bell commands you, bring me soup.
It actually works.
It does. It's very effective.
That just reminds me of that fanfic I think Pastry sent us that was like showed us that it was like Phoenix had a sore throat, so he used the bell for objection, and Edgeworth was just getting more and more annoyed about it.
God, that was that to a T. Okay, Ori, I have to share this with you. So I did a deep dive on Futo PI fanfiction. Sadly, not very many, but there's a lot of Shotaro and Philip, which is great.
I mean, that's what we want.
Somebody wrote a fanfic, a sick fic of Philip, but he got a computer virus instead of a human virus.
No, the poor boy.
And that's him, like, kind of glitching. He's overheating. So he's like, I will lie on the floor. It is cold here.
Oh my god.
Poor boy keeps forgetting what he's doing constantly. So he's like, oh, hi, Shotaro, where did you come from? He's like, I've been here this whole time. What's wrong with you?
This gives me similar vibes as when Cyborg gets a computer virus.
Yeah.
And he just goes around eating everything. Oh, so that's Teen Titans is also very quotable, especially Gizmo.
Oh god, Gizmo.
Absolutely. And then it transfers to Peridot from Steven Universe. Nasty Claude. Because Peridot is just the Gizmo of Steven Universe, guys. Like, she
really is.
There's no you can't convince any otherwise.
I just called you a Claude. Claude. Oh, man. We need more shows like that, please.
They've just gotten so short. You don't get long ones anymore.
I miss them. I miss multiple seasons. This is why I'm turning to anime more and more. I miss multiple seasons.
I miss being able to have a show that definitely tells its story in one arc with still leaving enough because they probably might get another one.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. No one can guarantee that they're going to have another one anymore. Mm-hmm. So they try to cram everything in. And then by the time they do, it's like, okay, you're confirmed for season 2. It's like,
now what?
What do we do for season 2? Because we already did everything. So they start pulling stuff out of thin air because they never planned for their story to go this route.
Yeah, I really think
sometimes the show can pull this off, but other times, like, it is a delicate maneuver.
It really needs to change, like the way that pitches work and everything.
Culture itself has been so detrimental to the media
industry. It needs to change into the. Okay, guys, this is the pitch, and the pitch is for this many episodes. However many episodes you think that is, okay? And that's including filler, downtime, everything like that, right? You pitch the entire series, right? And then you either get it all or you don't.
Have no idea how the industry works.
No, unfortunately, it's never gonna be good without, like, government-funded things, because that's just how it is. And it's always gonna be rough.
It will. We can hope for better.
I will say
these execs have to be replaced at some point, right?
I will say there was, like, I do have a little bit of hope because, like, on the much earlier, especially like the Voltron times, right? Full seasons were dropped at once on streaming services. We have moved away from that.
That is a plus.
And I do think that is a good sign overall. Because when I was watching Voltron Legendary Defender, you got season 1 came out today and you binged it, right? Like that was very much what happened. Like Netflix, that was their whole thing. It was that season came out and it was every episode
Drop it all
was out.
At once,
you could watch it all now.
Get it all and then forget about it in a day.
Yeah, which definitely had detriments to fandom, but thankfully because Voltron was so long running, it made it work.
They were able to keep the momentum going.
The longevity was there just because it had so many seasons, and so many confirmed seasons, right? But then you have like but then it has moved now to like Has-Been Hotel was every week, even though it was on a streaming service, right? Invincible, I'm trying to think of other streaming service shows I've watched recently. Those are the two big ones.
Infinity Train definitely was one when season 3 was coming out. Fiona and Cake, absolutely.
Was episodic, yeah, was weekly.
My Adventures with Superman.
Yes.
That's a current one that's currently airing.
Does that get a second one? That one was so good.
Yeah, season 2's out right now.
Oh, it's out right now? Oh,
we
gotta watch
introduced
it.
Kara.
Oh, okay. Gotta watch it.
Superwoman's here. And she kind of looks like Armin Arlet. So it's a little weird for me, but it's a good design. I like that they gave her short hair. She looks cool, but she does remind me of Armin Arlet.
Won't affect me.
Yeah, the non-Attack on Titan watcher.
Yep. I've surpassed your petty references. No, the one that gets me is that Lois Lane looks like Lance, Lance's sister, and Luce.
Oh,
it's Lance
too.
plus Luce together. That's what it is. It's
it
both.
Really is.
It's really both. It's really girl Lance and Luce made one.
And with our powers combined.
Hello, Lo. How are you?
Hi, hello. Welcome, welcome. We're just kind of vibing tonight while working on our comic called Outcast.
Please.
Oh, glad you found us.
Glad
Welcome to
we
our
chill.
corner of the internet.
We talk a lot about anime and animation and art and comics and your random shit.
Writing.
Really, you could probably get us going on anything.
Oh yeah, honestly, we could talk about anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
We never shut up. That's the fun part. Unless we're taking a drink of water and our partner thinks that our mic died. Yeah,
basically,
you can think of it as a Q&A and drawing.
But it also doesn't have to be a Q&A. You could just start talking about something.
It could also just be vibing.
Yep. No, we're just chilling. I've already lost the train of thought of what we were talking about.
We were originally talking about how before seasons were being dropped all at once, but now like they're starting to move away from that. They're doing episodes weekly.
So that gives me a little hope.
I like give me something to look forward to every week. And so that the episode is in my mind for longer and I'm thinking about it longer.
There's a part of me
in one ear out the other.
Definitely when streaming services were new and doing it, it was like, this is fun. But I also did like, I will say I kind of enjoyed okay, let me back up. I enjoyed...
So the name of the comic, I'll put it in chat for you, Lo, is called Outcast.
Do we want to do the commercial again?
I think we gotta do the commercial again.
All right, commercial time.
Commercial! Woo!
This stream
Let's go!
Is sponsored by us and our comic.
Yes. Before I can pull up the images.
I'm getting there. We're getting there.
By the way, I don't think we introduced ourselves. I'm Mars.
And
the
I'm
pink
Ori.
one over there is Ori.
Hello.
She's the artist. I'm the writer.
Yes.
And together we work on Outcast and Vibe.
Make Kamen Rider W. No.
Yes!
Right. Outcast.
Wait. Who's Cyclone and who's Joker?
That's tough. That makes it tough. Don't interrupt. We're trying to do a thing.
You got a whole commercial to think about. I expect an answer afterwards.
I'm not thinking during the commercial. All right. Here we go. Oh my god, please, chat. Stay where I want you to stay. Okay, yes. Don't worry, Lo. We appreciate you being here.
Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Just being here is enough.
Outcast. Stranded on an island, researcher Hotsun Aram has no choice but to place his trust in a ragtag group of pirates and their eccentric Captain Milano to get home. But when it seems another person may be on the island, it puts the pirates and Hotsun's research in jeopardy. It has 38 beautifully, fully colored, lovely illustrated, if I do say so myself, entries.
I concur.
With like 30 panels each. So that's a lot of content right now. Yep, there's more. This is past. This is old. It has 38 now. Very good. And hiatus content. But so this is the time to catch up, guys. This is the time to catch up.
We are currently in hiatus, getting ready for the back half of season 1.
Outcast.
So
but now,
if you need to catch up, now's the time.
I'm hearing you say you don't like reading. Well, if you don't like reading, I have some good news for you. The comic has a dub, which can be found on the Folding Planets YouTube channel, and this is all comic stuff, the comic dub, and other fun little comic, like, doodles and stuff, and with the characters and little animations, like you can see over here. This is just fun little animation stuff. And it also has our PNG Tuber lore video over there as well, which you can go, check out. Is very cool as well. But
super cool.
You're still not convinced?
I'm
well,
not biased.
Hear these very real reviews. Playful anime-esque furry pirates. I can't believe it's not a BL. A hot load of fun. Cute boy Pirate Island. And I don't know who to ship anymore. Yes, Outcast. Find it on Webtoon or under the Folding Planets YouTube channel for the dub. That's OUTCASTE. Great. And we're currently in hiatus. However, the Ace Attorney AU comic will be airing in 2 weeks.
Yes, not this Monday, but the following Monday.
Yes, not this Monday, the following Monday. And then
26th.
Yes. And then we return on January 13th.
Yes. Which is very exciting for everyone involved.
This is what we're working on right now, is that stuff from after the hiatus.
Thanks, Slow. And if you want to check out Ace Tooney, we upload videos of our Ace Attorney playthroughs as well.
Well, they're on Ace Tooney right now.
We are joined by another member, Dylan, who does some voicing in the dub, as well as helps voice one of the mainstays of Ace Attorney, Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, so if you like Let's Plays, goofballs, and honestly,
chaos.
Not a PG-13 chaos
just chaos. Show. Utter chaos.
We do post those videos on this YouTube channel. And we're streaming Ace Attorney tomorrow.
Yes, instead of our usual Friday.
Yes,
Ori decided she had to touch grass this week.
Yeah, I was forced.
How dare.
I was forced.
Tisk tisk.
And then, yeah, on Thursday we have our new, the second episode of our new sort of, segment stream, which is called Making Time, which is basically Ori is learning a new skill and taking you guys along for the ride. And it's mostly the same vibes as what we're doing today, with a little more sort of like there's some intro talking about
more direction.
A little bit, not a lot, just a little more.
Not a ton.
It's saying something when our most focused stream is the Ace Attorney stream.
Surprisingly, yeah.
it's weird to say that, but it is
that
true.
Happened.
Okay, this is not correct here.
Oh well. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I would not have it any other way.
Okay. Which one? Cyclone or Joker?
Oh no.
I didn't forget. I
know you didn't forget. I think I'm
underrated?
Joker, you're Cyclone. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I'm down for that. I like Philip.
I know you like Philip. I feel like it's definitely like Joker is definitely like more normally just kind of going off, but then with the idea of Philip having the like could go berserk, gives more of a Mars like I'm chilling till I'm not. Versus Ori is just always kind of like, I'm always in the middle. I can rant at any time. Oh, thank you, Lo.
Oh, we're underrated. Thank you, Lo.
We just hit 1,000 on this channel like a couple weeks ago.
Literally in time for our streamiversary, which was insane.
We're doing this for 2 years. And the comic has only been 1 year. The comic will be 2 years in January of 2025.
Yes. Oh, another anniversary coming up. Holy crap.
We got a while for that one. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Push it back. Shh.
It's gonna fly by. You know it is.
No, it won't. No, it won't, actually. It won't.
You were in such denial.
If I'm being honest, my concern is more the zine that I have not done any more work on. Yay.
Yeah. Oops.
Hey, honestly, I'm sorry, zine. Comic comes first.
Being bad.
Comic comes first. We'll get there.
Does come first.
I made
get the script done for Outcast. I gotta get those, and then maybe I'll do some Futo PI fanfic to unwind, and then we'll worry about Zine's stuff. Zine! Ari, what have you done to me? I'm saying it wrong now! This is your fault! This is your fault!
See, and that's the Philip vibe right there. And there we go. 'Cause come on, you know Shotaro would be mispronouncing it, and Philip would be upset about it. So, like, I think I picked right.
You did pick right.
Okay,
You
also,
picked it.
yes.
So I'm the one passing out unconscious everywhere. Awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, that's correct, because I had that happen on Sunday!
It's true. Oh my god. Art imitates life.
No,
Life imitates
that's too
art.
real, Ori! How dare you!
You're the one who put me on the spot about it.
Because I was trying to fun parallels, and now it's like, oh, it's too real.
Hit me in the gut.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Okay, I need some water after that one. Wow. It's so hot in my room for some damn reason, but it was pretty cool today.
I need... Guys, see? I need my own Sinnit reference. Never be afraid to use reference. Even on the characters you should know, because they're yours. But I rarely draw him with his torso exposed like this, so I want to make sure...
References are your friend.
I want to make sure that I know what his shirtlessness looks like.
Also,
so, yes.
Sinnit with exposed torso? Mwah, perfect.
Oh, yeah. Great. We have...
I mean, base pastry puff, 100%.
Yeah.
That's just the vibe.
Oh, shit. How many gills do you have? 4.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Am I on the right layer? I'm on a fine layer.
It's time to find out.
I'm on an okay layer.
Oh, we're gonna have some Sinnit thirsters after this one.
I mean, we already saw enthuse in the Discord after I posted the sketch.
That's true.
Hey,
but we'll have even more. Sinnit's legion of sushi boys will grow.
I'm ready to have like all the like port outfits. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm so excited for
That's
those.
Gonna be the
Even
time.
though I have to figure out how to like flat whole new clothes.
It won't be that hard if I'm being honest.
They're gonna keep the color scheme, so it's not gonna be that bad.
Yeah, see,
It'll
that's
just
important.
Be something different.
It'll just be where the colors go, and if I'm being honest, none of them are too complicated. I don't think. If anything, Ferrex's current iteration of it is simpler than his classic one. Oh, I'm glad, Pastry Puff. I'm excited too. They come out really nice. I think I might rework Ferrex's a little bit. His is the only one.
Don't
where I'm
worry,
a little
Slow.
like...
Hope you like what you saw.
No, please. Welcome to the Discord. No, we love everybody. Lurkers, VOD watchers, chatters. Only comes for one of the streams. You know, whatever. You being here is the fun of it.
Yeah. And we hope you get something out of it. Whether that be entertainment, knowledge, or...
The fact that Pastry Puff is over there vibing with us on the TV.
What the fuck did I just watch?
But if you're coming back for more, then we've found
I mean, we
you.
must be doing something right.
We've caught the correct audience. Evil laugh, yes. Okay.
I love having a new mic that can pick up every minute sound I make.
It's good, yeah.
Beautiful.
Bye, Safe.
Bye, Safe.
Have a nice...
Thanks for hanging out. Wow, I can't talk anymore.
I don't know. Your time zone's over there, but I don't know what time that means.
I just had a friend move to the other side of this country, and now I'm like, oh, I gotta think about what time it is when I call her now.
Yeah. Honestly, it's easier for you than it is for her. Because they're earlier than us. So it's like if you're calling, unless you're calling super early in the morning, which I don't expect you to do, you're probably fine. It'll be the other way, where it could be too late for you when she calls.
So far, it's been working out. 5:45 a.m.
Okay, yeah, so have a great day.
Have a great day. Also, get some sleep. Oh my goodness.
Maybe you just woke up. Don't judge. I don't know. Amon comes in when they just wake up at like 5 in the morning.
True. All right. Well, if you go to get some sleep, have a good sleep. If you're going to start your day, have a great day.
Oh my God, the hair.
We're all sleep deprived here.
The hair makes it look like he already has an eyeball and it's throwing me.
It does. I thought you drew that in, and then I was like, oh no, wait, that's the hair piece.
It's just the hair piece. It's good though. And now we be lazy about it.
I mean, you could just use that as your pupil.
No, you didn't just wake up safe. I was trying to give you a. Trying to make Mars not a concern when you ruin it.
All right. Well, what did I say, Ori? You gave Aster the cookie vibes, and Aster got the big sibling vibes from me.
Yep, this is true.
I am the older sister. All right. Have a good sleep, safe.
Morocco. Ooh, what time is it over there?
Very curious.
Time zone shenanigans are fun.
We got people from all over the globe in our chat.
We're worldwide.
Really cool. We are global. We've gone international. Look at us. Makes for good times. 3:47. Oh, wow.
Wow. Did you wake up or have you just not gone to bed?
Both are a mood.
You have things to do? We'll enjoy.
Well, I wish you luck.
Yes, pastry pup. See, you have the cool time. Like, Nicole!
Nicole, hi! Glad you could pop in.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sinnit. You need eyebrows and stuff before I can draw your other eye, because it just looks weird.
Yeah, it's gotta happen.
It just looks wrong. I need some context.
Along,
he is coming along.
Help. Ah, there we go.
He is certainly chugging along, but he needed context.
Here comes the boy. Hello, boy.
Oh, there he is.
Welcome. He's here.
Like 7 a.m.? Damn.
Wowzers. I miss the days when I was able to do that.
I never stayed up that late. Definitely like 3.
I could stay up until about 4 or 5 a.m. Like some nights I could push it to 5 a.m. back in like high school.
After 3, I felt
bad.
But
that is not the case anymore. I will be dead the next day if I try that.
After 3, I felt bad. And I was like, no, if I keep going too long, it like starts being tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was like, can't
such
do
a
that.
Problem. Nicole, if you like the wide smile, zoom out, Ori. Zoom out.
Look at him.
You gotta show off the whole boy.
I do. Oh no, he made me zoom out. Now I have to fix things.
Ah, sorry.
It's okay.
But look at him,
Nicole. Would have needed to happen. What time we got here? It is 10:49 p.m. Sorry. Should have said that.
It is definitely nighttime for us.
Okay, good. Now fix your eyeballs, Sinnit, please.
Yes. Jobs are for the day, streaming is for night.
Yes.
Yeah, he does move, Nicole. He moves, he poses, he's got his shirt open.
He's very Jim Hawkins, Treasure Planet.
Oh, he's giving Jim Hawkins right now.
He gives such
Damn,
Jim
I gotta
Hawkins.
Rewatch that movie. That was such
a good movie. It's a good movie. It blends 2D, 3D very well, especially for its time, man. Like,
it is insane what they managed to pull off. Like the way John Silver's mechanical arm looks on
He doesn't
the
animate
rest of
moves.
him is incredible.
Yeah, he doesn't move animated wise. I just flip him back and forth so that I can make sure he looks good at all angles. Because you get art tip. You should always flip your canvas if you have the option to, because you get like right-handed. I mean, if you're right-handed, you get right eye bias, and it means that your brain will make things look okay that aren't okay, just because you've been looking at it a certain way for so long. And thus, flipping the canvas helps that happen less, and you can then fix said mistakes.
So Lo, we do sleep. We do like to sleep.
Yeah.
Because we work during the day and then we stream for a little bit at night.
Just 3 hours a night. And then we go to bed.
3 hours a night.
And we wake up the next day.
Usually 8 to 11.
8 to 11, and then our Ace Attorney one is 7:30 to 10:30. Oh, saw him blinking? Yeah, you know, he's coming alive.
You made them so lifelike.
Exactly.
They look like they're moving.
I'm just that epic, guys. Okay.
Or Ori's got that paintbrush from Epic Mickey, you guys.
Yes.
It just brings everything to life.
Harold's purple crayon. Oh god.
Oh my god, you really went for the throwback there.
I have those books still.
I have the DVD still.
I probably
found it in
do.
my basement the other day. I was like, oh, that's where this ended up. Okay.
But Nicole. Oh, thank you, Lo. Nicole. These were drawn on my iPad, these sketches. You could tell the difference. You could tell the difference in sketches. So, like, all of these, not that one, but these were all sketched on iPad. And then...
They're making a Harold Purple Crayon movie.
Another one? What?
Another one?
Yeah.
There's a Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Well,
like,
the
DVD was, like... Yeah, but that's like the storybook read out loud, and now like
but
it's
don't
just
you
been
count
adapted
that as
for
the
movement.
Don't you count that Lorax one as the first one? Even though it's still the same, it's just the storybook read out loud with animation.
I guess I would. The problem is when I hear Harold Purple Crayon movie, I hear, oh crap, live action.
Oh, Pastry Puff did it.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
What are they going to do with the live action Harold and the Purple Crayon?
On this tablet. And then we go back to right here, the Procreate iPad. And then this one's a mix.
Oh,
I would not have finished this if I didn't use the iPad. That sounds horrible. It gives me like Smurfs movie vibes, which I'm unhappy about.
Okay, raise your hands. Chris Pratt is gonna play him. Raise your hands, vote now. Chris Pratt is gonna play grown-up
Harold. Less Pratt, give me more Pine. Thank you. Sincerely, me.
Ori knows what she likes.
He's Jack Frost, man. What do you want?
Oh no, he did well. Prince. He did well.
He's the prince from my brain said Epic the Musical, but that is not the correct one.
That's
Into the Woods. Jesus Christ.
There we go.
The movie. And God, Agony. Oh. Agony is my favorite Into the Woods song.
Interesting, Pastry Puff, because I went to go see Inside Out 2, and we were running late, so we missed every single trailer.
Oh, snap.
So I didn't know about this.
Mars created a movie faux pas.
Oh, man. Well, now I know this exists, and I'm not thrilled.
Who plays?
Do we know any of the cast, Pastry Puff?
Pastry Puff said you could look it up because the trailer's out, so probably.
Okay. I'll do the work.
Earn your keep, Mars.
I'm doing it. Okay, Harold and the Purple Crown. I can't spell movie.
I always forget that Mars says crown and not crayon.
I said crayon.
No, you said crown.
What did I say? Crown?
Yeah, you said crown, not crayon.
I usually say crayon. I think it's because Okay, you ever notice when you're typing something out, you enunciate what you're typing if you say it out loud? I think that's what happened.
Yeah, but then that would be crayon and not crown. You said crown.
Well, for some reason, my brain went to crown. I don't know why.
I was like, what? I thought we had the same accent, Mars. Where did that come from?
Apparently not. Zachary Levi is playing Harold. I don't know
Is it anybody
that is.
Okay, now I have to look it up.
I have no idea who this dude is.
Zachary Levi. Oh, yes, we know who this is.
Starred in Alvin
He's
and the
fucking
Chipmunks, the
Shazam.
sequel, Entangled. He's Shazam?
Yeah! Zachary Levi is Shazam.
Oh, shit. He was in Shazam. Did he play Shazam?
I don't know. I'm not looking at good pictures. Here it is.
In the film, Levi's Shazam character is the superpower alter ego.
Yeah, he's Shazam. He's the
He did
adult
play
Shazam.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Wow, that does not look like Shazam.
Not with a beard.
Not with the beard. I did not recognize him with that beard. Okay, so he's playing Harold, and then there are so many other characters that I do not know.
I don't understand. So he's an adult? I hate everything about it already. Okay, I hate the trailer. Trailer looks terrible. I don't like it. Bad. Harold's a child. Why is he a grown man? This is like Timmy Turner being played by Drake Bell. Like, what the fuck? Why did we do this?
Why
can't we have, if you're gonna make it live action, make it a child?
Okay,
why does it
the
have to be...
animation bits are kind of cute. I don't hate the animation bits.
Okay, I gotta tell you, Harold and the Purple Crayon had a very specific art style.
We're opening a door to the real world? What is this?
Harold and the Purple Crayon had a very specific art style. And
I'm
that was
listening
that
without sound, otherwise my mic is gonna pick it up, so...
everything...
Wait, why are the characters turning into people? When they jump through the door?
Yeah, apparently that's what's happening.
Oh, I don't like that.
But Harold and the Purple Crayon had a very specific art style where even though the things he drew were real, they looked like crayon drawings. They still looked
they
like...
They kept that consistency.
Like, they didn't look real. You know what I'm saying? They looked like he was in another world. Like, like, it was specifically very little color. And the Purple Crayon was, like, the big color. And to have it be just, like, I'm, like, Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium sort of vibes, it's like, it's just not the right...
CG on the spider fly was bad.
Yeah, it's just
that
not
was
it.
rough.
It's just not it. Are you
Yikes.
joking?
We do watch anime, yes.
Yes, we watch lots of anime. Mars more than I, but I've caught up. I'm definitely not a...
We have reached a point that Ori's list almost looks identical to mine.
No, you still have a lot more anime on the list.
We're getting
we
close.
Did the math.
We're getting
we
close.
did the math.
We did the math.
Yeah, that's what I was on, and I was doing that for a while. I was trying to update them.
This looks rough. This is definitely giving Smurf vibes.
Yeah, I couldn't
I'm not here for this.
Could not do it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. What else have we watched recently? I don't think that much other things.
Oh, we definitely watched Demon Slayer, Lo.
Ooh, did I
Friggin'
update that?
love Demon Slayer. I really liked the last season. I know it's kind of divisive online. I think they did a great job with the character development and the downtime. It was great. It was beautiful. And now I'm ready for my heart to be ripped out of my chest with the upcoming seasons and movies.
Which one is that? 2024. There it is.
There you go.
Completely.
Yeah, no, Nicole, Harold is literally a toddler in those books. Yeah. He's wearing onesie jammies.
Yes. He's basically bald.
See, that's the thing. Why do we have to take something that's simplistic and nice and make it complicated? Like, the charm was in the simplicity. That's why people liked it.
Ooh, very fun, Lo.
Ooh.
all you gotta do is pick it back
You
up
can
again.
always practice again.
Yeah, it's like a bike. You never truly lose it.
Exactly. Train that muscle memory.
I hate
Man.
that, though. I don't know.
That annoys me.
See,
Hollywood,
I like that.
woof.
If you're
Out
gonna
of
grow
ideas.
up,
I'm
if you're
sorry.
gonna grow up a character that the whole point is childlike wonder, I think the way to do it is exactly how the Polar Express did it, right? Now, the animation in that one, people are, because it looks a little odd because of the way that they did it. But the whole deal
Give
is
it
fine.
a pass.
And the book
came
is great.
out very early. The technology was
yeah,
still
no.
being figured out.
I still love the Polar Express, and I watch it. I mean, I had the book for years before the movie came out. I love the book. And the songs in it are fun in the movie. They're a good time. But the Polar Express did it where the main character, he had the bell, and it was if you believed, you could always hear the bell ring off of Santa's sleigh. You could always hear the bell ring. And it talks about as he grows up at the end that it was like, please do, Lo. In the museum or the sketchbook. Those are the places we put art.
You can add to those channels.
And, what was I saying? And so it was like the whole, you had sort of the epilogue bit where it was like, as the years pass, like my parents could never hear the ring, right? You have that moment, it was like, oh, it's broken, like that's so sad, what a shame. And the sister hears it, and he hears it. And it says, even after years, the sister also was unable to hear the ring, but I never lost it, right? Like, I never lost the ability to do that.
Yeah, he kept that child like wonder.
Such like a nice way to have. It's like, oh, you can be adult and you can still believe, right? You can be an adult and you can still have this like childlike wonder. I think that could have been a fun way to end a Harold and the Purple Crayon movie, where it was like, you have a little moment and it's an adult and he's like at his office job or whatever, and he's like kind of drudging through along, but then he opens the drawer and there's the purple crayon, and you watch him like pick it up to draw with it, and then the movie cuts out. Like, that would have been so nice.
That would have been brilliant.
So good. Why does he have to be an adult the whole time? I'm sorry. It's not. Pain.
I'm curious to see what direction, because I didn't listen to this with sound. I'm going to have to re-listen to it again after stream. I'm curious to see what direction they gave the actor for Harold. Like, do they want him to play goofy? Do they want him to do it like more down to earth? Like, I'm curious.
So much
honestly, looking at it is kind of giving me Adam Sandler Pixel vibes.
No, Adam Sandler bedtime stories. Adam Sandler bedtime stories.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah, it is giving Adam Sandler bedtime stories, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, just straight up.
And so it's just like,
that
I don't know.
Nail on the head.
It would have been.
Wow.
I would have been much more happy with it if it was like, specifically when he draws in the crayons, they're just drawings, right? Like, the whole time, while they're real, they're still just drawings because they're never actually real. It's his imagination. But yeah, I don't think that's it. No, Nicole. They got like a pretty well-known actor. He played Shazam.
We'll have to see the reviews when they come out.
I'm gonna tell you, they're
like
gonna
this
be bad.
movie is gonna be torn a new one.
Quatlu.
I would join that bet, but I don't disagree with you. So
exactly. So there you go.
That would be a bet I lose.
That would be a bet you lose. But yeah. Because that would be so nice. We have Harold, and he goes on his adventure, and he does his whatever. What, like, where the wild things are? Like, there's so many good, like...
You can make movies with kids. It's not impossible.
Because
he doesn't have to be a toddler. He could have been an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old.
But my other thing is, I don't want to come across as adults shouldn't have whimsy. That's not what I'm trying to say.
No,
what I'm trying to say is that if you want a whimsical, an adult having childlike wonder story, you need to make that on its own. Because it needs to have a different overall tone, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't feed in with, this is nostalgia, so they're gonna like it, right? Because that's what it feels like they're doing.
Captured that original feeling.
It feels like
I am creating. I am in my imagination. I can draw whatever comes to mind, and I adventure through this fictional world. Like that was essentially where the Wild Things Are did. You were in this world that the main character created
no worries, Lo.
with these creatures that he created from his mind, and you got to go on an adventure with them. That was the charm of it.
Was the charm of it? It was just, but like, you know, and I don't want to be the, all adult, like, whimsy movies have to be like the adult that's like forgotten how to have joy. I don't think that has to be either.
No, we don't need everything to be Christopher Robin.
You know what's very good though? I think the Santa Claus movies are very good.
I could see that.
Because Tim Allen's character is, well, he didn't want to be Santa originally, right? Definitely by the second movie, he's totally into it. And partway through the first movie, obviously. But like, he gets into it. That's an adult having the whimsy. And even the fact that he's going out there with his son to kill Santa Claus, but accidentally, but put on his jacket and be like, ha ha ha, I'm Santa, ho ho ho. That's already like the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's already like the shit. Yeah, Lo, please. In the museum or the sketchbook, whichever you'd like. And it's just like,
either channel is fine.
Totally want adult whimsy movies. But I want them to
need
feel
more of them, honestly.
like they were made with that intent. And I don't like the feeling of all of these movies that are riding on the coattails of this was your childhood enjoyment, and now they're adults. So now we make it an adult childhood, and it's like, no. I would be much more excited.
My first reaction to seeing this should be, ooh, not, oh no.
If I'm being honest, if you told me there was an animated Harold and the Purple Crayon movie, I'd be significantly more interested. Significantly more interested. Because you know what? I can see what you can do with the Spider-Verse. I've seen what you've done with the Peanuts movie. You could make a really cool, like, visual aesthetic.
Peanuts movie especially is a perfect example.
Exactly. With animation for this thing like this. And the way that the colors work. And it could have been so artistic. But it just hurts my soul. It just hurts my soul.
Ah, so sad.
And well, with that rant...
That's why.
Yeah, you did this to us, Patreon. Are you putting this on the list of things we can rant about?
Oh, Jinx.
Yeah. Exactly, Pastry Puff. And I also think Toy Story did it good.
You know, there's talk of bringing back Andy for Toy Story 5, and I'm just like, no!
I don't need Toy Story 5.
Leave him alone!
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't need Toy Story 5. I think Toy Story 4 ended up fine. It was fine. We didn't need any more. All loose ends were wrapped up because we got Bo Peep back. We were good. And we were fine.
Yeah.
I don't need it anymore.
Well, Pastry Puff, all things must be balanced. We had a good one, now we gotta have a bad one.
I admire your optimism, Pastry Puff. If I'm being honest, overall, I've been kind of disenfranchised with movies in general for a while now. I don't think I've attempted to go to the theaters in a very long time. It just feels like...
I think the last time I was truly excited for something, most recently, was The Boy and the Heron.
Ooh, I was Across the Spider-Verse. That was
Across
fun.
Well, Across the Spider-Verse, definitely. I was hyped as hell for that. But I have seen The Boy and the Heron more recently, because that did come out last winter. Yes, we are almost 10 minutes past.
Yes.
But this was a fun discussion.
We were talking about everything.
Ooh, that's good art. I like that, Lo.
But, yeah.
Demon Slayer OC.
Well, with that, though,
That's
you can keep posting. And we will,
We can all peruse your art.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming. We are 10 minutes past, but
yes.
we were on a rant, and it's your fault, Pastry Puff. But
yes, you only have
let
yourself
me
to
do the
blame.
ending. Thank you all for
yes,
coming.
Pull up that title card.
If you would like
End
to
card.
see your little tea pet, as you can see here on the bottom of our screen, sitting here, it's also in our other screens as well. You can become one of our lovely YouTube channel members at the Angsty Adversary tier. As they're coming up now, Parry is Parry, Nicole, and Dichotomy Games. But also thank you to our... Oh, you can also access, if you want to be a psychic sidekick, our videos early. Or just for emotes, you can become a doofus detective like Lakitu Bro, Aragorn,
yes,
Canadian Lucifer Tay, and newest
Get
Jester.
that bonk emoji ready for tomorrow,
Get the bonk
guys.
emoji.
We might need it.
We're gonna need it. And, yeah, we're done for tonight, Lo, but we will be back tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time, and we hope to see you then. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Take care, everyone. Hope to see you tomorrow.